Ha ha cat. What is a turkey's favorite website? Google. T-Rex sauropod turkey.
A distant whistle, a faint rumble. The hype train is almost here. Choo-choo! All aboard. A spark lights the fuse. The hype train roars to life.
Stream
Choo,
965 high.
All aboard. Choo-choo! All aboard.
Hello, friends. Welcome in. Wait, didn't I start ads? Did I not start ads? Oops. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Maybe I thought about pushing the button. I think I only thought about pushing the button. Well, I'm pushing the button now. We can go ahead and move in to to the stream. That's my bad. That's on me. Also, okay, hold on. Discord. One, thank you guys for the hype train. I'll go through and thank all the individual things. But first, Let me turn on streamer mode on Discord. For some reason, it's not automatically turning on for me anymore. Also, don't forget, you can exclamation point choo choo while the hype train is going, just for funsies. Just because I think it's fun. Because I paid the Disco Elysium voice actor to say choo choo for me. Several times.
Choo. All aboard.
I love it. He sent me like 8 recordings of that, and it was just wonderful. Each one. Okay. I think we're good. So we can move here. Welcome in, everybody. How are you today? One, Hannah, I have an Apex clip to show you. It's not like anything crazy, but it just felt good. So don't keep your keep your expectations low. But Emmers, thank you so much for the 49 months resub. Thank you very much for being here for so long. Incredible. Sassy, welcome in. Hello, how are you? How's it going? Hannah, welcome in. How's your weekend been? How's it going? Let's see. Gilmore, that was a very funny joke. I really, and very apt, because it's Thanksgiving this week, this next week. But thank you so much for the 52 months at tier 3. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a tier 3 subscriber.
Flip.
And thank you for the lurk. I hope that I forgot my headphones. Oh no, I hope you have a good one. And Daz, thank you so much for the 100 bits and starting our hype train. I appreciate you. Currently we have a level 1, close to level 2. Did you guys know they've added something to the hype train? If you click on the little like top bar, like the hype train bar, it actually tells you now how much you need to get to the next level. So, like, currently it says you either need 300 bits or 1 sub in order to move it to the next thing. I feel like it probably doesn't look like it's more noticeable that it's exact when it's like a higher train, because you can see like it'll tell you exactly like it's going to be like 800 bits or 1200. When it's like a bigger number, it feels like it's more unique. But anyway, I like that, because there have been a few times where I've been like, I want to push this thing to the next level. I guess I'll do 100, and then it's like short by like 1%. I'm like, oh,
Thanks, friendo.
but Sassy,
Sassy Lady Panda,
thank you so much
gifted
for
a tier
giving
1
us up to
sub
Hannah.
They have given 120 gift subs in the channel.
120 gifted subs. Oh my goodness. Sassy, that's wild. And Tap, welcome in. How are you? What's the highlight of your day, Tap? 120 subs. That is wild. Thank you so much. And thank you for pushing us to the next level. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Good morning, Daz. How are you? Also, this is such a fun song. I love this song. Mobile still got to catch up. This is on web, which is awesome. Oh, yeah, that's true. Mobile is just so behind, but also like odd. I opened up my iPad. I use my iPad as sort of like a little preview window while I'm streaming, so that way I can just kind of like look down instead of looking over. And it's also good so that I know that like if the stream crashes or something, I can tell. But I opened it up and it actually, like in the, that new setup, it showed that I was streaming, like it showed that I was online, but it says that I'm not following myself. So I was like, all right, mobile. I don't know about this. But Sassy, thank you again for gifting another sub for gifting a sub to Hannah, but for another sub for 120. That's wild. That's so many. It is so many. Highlight of my day is perpetuity will be Kendrick Lamar dropped an album today. What? All-Star Turner, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? How's your day? One, I need to show Hannah an Apex clip real fast. And it's not anything like, it's not crazy. You've done crazier things. You've done better things. So don't expectations low. But hold on. I'm gonna move it into OBS and I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna try to pause it as fast as I can. There we go. The one thing that you have to keep in mind is that this is like right at the like we just landed from the dropship. This is the start of the match. These are the first shots that I'm taking, yeah, that's it. That's really it.
Harvesters are now available.
I see someone over there. Headshot! First shot! Yeet. Yeet. They decide to jump off of the thing, and they die in the lava. And it was the champion of the match. And then I'm getting this guy over there with a 2 times. What? I can barely see what's happening. Even on the preview, I'm like, what am I even shooting at? Also, yes, this is still bronze lobby. I just started ranked, so it could be that. It could be that. but I feel like those shots are pretty good. We're doing great, and then the teammates finish off the other person, and actually, you know what? I don't think they did. Hold on, take it back. I think the other person just quit, because when we died in that match, I looked at the end screen and neither of them had kills, but it was a team of 3. So I think the last person must have just like left the match. Anyway, I just had to show you that because I was like, what? I was like this. I feel like I do well, but the shooting part of Apex is not my strong point. I've said this before. I feel like my strong point is like the strategy, or like the like moving around and like trying to play well, but like I'm weakest at like aiming and shooting. But you'd be like, well, it's a shooter. You think he'd be better than that, but no. But no, it's not how it works for me. But anyway, I was very proud of that. I posted it in Raf's Discord because I was like, I need somebody else to see this. Day's going well. How's yours? My day's going pretty good. It's been a pretty chill day. I got a pretty good amount of sleep.
It's time to disembark as the hype train nears its end.
Thank you for the hype train, friends.
Friends.
I appreciate it. Had a good amount of sleep. I had like some weird dreams, I guess. But besides that, it was pretty good. Friday, been listening to it on repeat since. Oh, that's awesome. I love good music. I've been listening to some music. I've been, because we've talked about this. January, I'm gonna do like an Australia trip donathon for my birthday. And I've said that one of the things might be like, if you donate a certain amount, it's gonna spin a wheel and it's gonna be like I have to sing a karaoke song. So I've been like practicing a few because what we're gonna do is gonna be, some of them it's gonna be a wheel. Some of them I've chosen, and then some of them are gonna be like user selects. It's gonna be like one of the slices of pie is gonna be like user selects whatever. So you get to hope that it lands on one of those. I will be hoping that it lands on one of the songs that I've pre-chosen. So I've been like singing and practicing a few. So I've been just like enjoying some music lately, and it's been super great. MLG, no, I'm not that great. It was just I was like, when I got the headshot on the first hit, as the person is like going across the zip line, even I was like, whoa. I was like, what? That was a headshot? That's wild. Yeah. Anyway, just cheating. I promise I'm not. I did think there was like. I was like, they're gonna report me for cheating. Oh, look at Birdie. Hello, how are you? How's it going? Baz, welcome in, Baz. How are you? Hot and sunny today. Getting some washing done. Oh, nice. Doing all the chores. I love it. I love it. It's always good to see you, Baz. Oh, right. You guys were buying Lego. I saw that in the Discord. What sets did you guys buy? I saw like the screenshots. Time to start setting money aside. Uh-oh. I'm really like, oh gosh. I've been, I think what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna choose some for me, and then I'm gonna have like a, like, you guys could choose whatever. I will tell you, like, if you choose a song that I don't know the lyrics to, I'll do my best. Yeah, but I might have like also a separate list if it's like, if you guys want some suggestions of things that I would probably know. Like, I'm gonna have a list of like 90s songs and stuff that I know pretty well or whatever, if you want like just a general guide. But if you can choose whatever, in reason. If it's just like I probably won't do Baby Got Back, for example. If you choose that one, I probably won't do that. I don't think that fits the vibe of this channel. I don't think that there's a lot of words we'd have to censor. It would mostly be just me sitting here in silence as I'm like, oh, yep, that was the one song I wanted. No! Was it actually? We bought the Milky Way Galaxy and Villains icon set. Also, we could get the retro record player free gift. Right, free. I did see the picture of the record player. The record player looked dope. Oh, I didn't know that because if that was the song, because in a friend YV stream, we were talking about karaoke, and apparently that's his karaoke song. That's like the one that he goes to. So I was like, incredible. I thought he was joking at first. And then he just played it on his stream and knew every word. And I was like, oh, this wasn't a joke. I love that. Do you guys have karaoke songs? What is your go-to karaoke song? Or if you had to sing a song, what would it be? I've selected a few, and I don't know how I'll do this. There's a few that aren't not going to have like a karaoke version. I'll probably just sing over the song, unless I can figure out a way to like split the audio, which I know there are things that do that. But sometimes it makes the music sound weird. Anyway, for all of the videos where I've like sung a song, I try to, you can use like these online kind of like music analyzers, and they try to remove the voice, but sometimes it like also gets rid of some of the music, so it's like kind of weird. Anyway, it's probably harder to notice when I'm then singing over it, but so I might do that for some. But anyway, but I've had to choose a bunch of songs that are like more, or I said I had to. I've wanted to choose some songs that are like, they don't have karaoke versions. These aren't popular songs, but they're like, I love these songs, so I like know the lyrics and I love singing along to it. But they're also all like, a lot of them are indie, and a lot of them are also sad. So I was like, people are gonna be like, wow, Jet just listens to like just sad music all the time. But anyway, there is a pop song on there that I think you guys would be surprised, but I don't think you guys would know it. It's a weird way to say that. Very mysterious. Mr. Panda does. It's Toxic by Britney Spears. That's hilarious. That's great. Never done it, but I'd imagine Billy Joel would be my go-to. You see, that's good. And Britney Spears is a good option too. It's like I've said, we were talking about this before. I think choosing a good karaoke song is choosing a song that other people in the crowd will sing along with you. And so like, I feel like a good Billy Joel song or like Britney Spears, other people are gonna start singing along. And I feel like that's the way to do it. That's not how I would do it. I would choose a song that's like, I love this song, nobody's ever heard it before. It's also very sad. and emotional. I would be the one who's like, everyone feels very awkward about because I've gone on stage and now I'm crying. And I'm bringing the mood down. That would be my role in the karaoke night. Anyway, I've tried to choose some. I did. So what I've done is I have like a Spotify playlist where I've just like thrown a bunch of songs. I'm like, maybe I've had to remove a few because I was like, No, actually, I think this one's too sad. I think people would leave while watching the stream. Toxic, though, is good. I don't know the words to it, but I will say I don't actually like the original song so much. Not like a huge Britney Spears fan, TBH. I like her in a nostalgic way, but not in like a I didn't really listen to her all that much. I heard a band. It was actually, they opened up for She and Him. She and Him is like a folk band, Zooey Deschanel's band. There was another folk trio that opened for them called the Chapin Sisters. Chapin? I don't know how to say their name. Anyway, they do a cover of Toxic where it's like super slow and like very folky, very like, it's like if the title of like the if the song had like a, you know, file name on your computer, it would be like Britney Spears cover depression remix. it would be something like that. Because it definitely has like a, I don't know how to describe it, but it's wonderful. If I could, well, actually, is it on Spotify? It is. Hold on. I think I can play this for you without getting copyright struck. I just need to remove Spotify from yeah. Okay. I removed Spotify from the VOD track for a second. I think this will work. Anyway, so you can hear it. This is the version that I was talking about. But what else have you guys been up to? Emmers, I know I saw that you also got some Lego. I hope you got some good sets. Sassy, I saw that they didn't have the panda one, I guess. I don't know how quiet this is, but I love it. I think this is the best version of this song. Billy Joel would be a good option, but I've got some like, yeah, I've got some random songs that I think will be fun. And what I'm going to do, my plan anyways, is to, for some of the songs that I've chosen, I'm going to make like a little like video to go with it. Like I'll be on screen, but like I'm going to have like a background. Think like, I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, you know, like those, like imagine the, when you go bowling, you know how those like, when you get like a strike or whatever, the screens always play like something really random. Like it's always like, you know, it's just like the most random way to show like the pins getting knocked down or like a turkey or whatever. I want to do that, but for the karaoke. Like I might just get a whole bunch of like stock footage and then like put them together and then layer the lyrics on top of it so you guys can see what I'm singing as well. Something like that. That's what I'm aiming for. So I have to do that next month, but the panda set was out of stock. It was sad. No. What all so you just got the 2 sets plus the free one? It's the most hyper-specific animations to the point of being uncanny. It really is. There's some, like... I feel like I've seen some YouTube channel that, like, uploads, like, those types of videos. So you can just see, like, from, like, across the nation. And it's just, like... You're just, like, what is... like, why? Who made this? Who, like, it's just... It's so specific... but also just so random. Like, you're just like, why is, like, the bowling ball is in a car now, and it's sliding, and it's knocking pins, and, I don't know. I wonder who, like, comes up with that. Like, it honestly, I would say it sounds like AI. Like, it was a chat GPT, like, prompt, come up with the most random ways to have a bowling ball knock over pin. But these have been going on for decades. So I know that's not the case. There's some person out there who's coming out up with these. I hope it's just the one person. Yeah, we posted what we got in your hobbies channel. Oh, also I need to, it's going to play again. We don't want that. We don't, stop. Okay. Let me put back Spotify. Boop, 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 boop. And back to our video game music. Okay. Have those animators ever bowled before? They're like, what's this game? Okay. They're just like, I don't know how to imagine this, so I'm just going to start putting stuff together. We actually got 2 free sets because of how much we spent. The record player and the holiday train. Oh, Emers, I saw the snowman. I thought the snowman was adorable. Yeah, I think that is very adorable. And the pirate ship is cool. Oh, you got Dodo Airlines winter holiday train. Oh, the bauble looks very cool. Big fan of that. That's very cool. Very, very cool. I've thought about getting like, I've mentioned this. I thought about getting a Christmas tree this year, but I don't think I am. I'm gonna save money. But guess what? I mean, this is not a surprise. I am very excited about pizza this week. So Sassy, thank you again for that dono this week. Even though I'm putting that dono towards Australia, but thank you for at least pushing me to get the pizza. I actually was starting to crave pizza this weekend. I have followed Moose's Tooth on Instagram. I don't know how I wasn't doing that before, but now that I am, I'm gonna start sharing their posts so you guys can also see Moose's Tooth. Did you enter any of the insider sweepstakes? There are 3 that I entered, 2 for free sets or $100 gift card, and the third is your entree. I'm getting hungry. Entire wish list up to $1,000. What? So the first pick was my order. The second pick was 2 sets I bought with my points, but you can only You can only add 1 per order. What? So did you have to do? Did you get both of them, or could you only choose one? Like, did you end up just doing 2 separate orders, or? You're most welcome. Thank you. I'm very excited. It has been a very long time since I've had Moose's Tooth. So I am very down for some of that. Lego limits you to 1 points reward per order. Okay. And do you have to, like, have spent a certain amount in order to use your points also, or can you then just do a separate order with those points? Like, do you have to buy them in conjunction with another set? How does that work? I know nothing of Lego, so MS has placed 2 more orders in the next 60 days? What? Wait, do your points only last that long? What? Lego is starting to sound like a scam. There's something about it that's it feels like a pyramid scheme. The coupon will expire. Oh, I see. A side note, I had a weird dream last night. I'll tell you part of it. At some point in my dream, one, I was in Australia, but 2, Pyramid Scheme is actually one of their sets that is incredible. I would love that. That would be amazing and impressive also with Lego, I think. Corporate Pyramid Scheme. Comes with MLM Hun minifig. So I was in Australia in my dream, and in one part of my dream, I was at like a coffee shop, And then one by one, everyone started dancing, which was uncomfortable. But like, it was like there was like a, it was weird. Like I was sitting there and there was like a, I think like there was some meeting going on that I wasn't a part of, but like it was like a book club or something, but I'm like listening to all these people talk. And then like one by one, some of them just started dancing. And then the part that was like the most memorable is there was one girl who was dancing and she started like as she was dancing, she was like kind of moving her hands around. She was like kind of with her fingers kind of drawing like geometric shapes and stuff. And it started to create like an illusion of space within the shapes that she was making. And it was very cool. It was like a really cool little visual thing. And then at some point, I don't know what happened next, but then I was in another place. Like it wasn't, I didn't go from this place to the next point. I was then just like at somewhere else. And I had to go to the bathroom. And so I found the nearest bathroom and I walked in and it's like packed. Like there's so many people in this bathroom. It's also a co-ed bathroom. And as I'm walking to like the open stall that I see kind of down the way, I notice that every door has like a porthole, like has like a window that you can see people's faces inside. And I was like, what in the world? This is the worst bathroom, but I have to go. It was very uncomfortable. And then it was also really weird. People were like washing their hair in the sink. I don't really understand. It was not a clean bathroom. It was like, I was like, this is very strange. I don't like this place. Anyway, so there were like windows where you would see, like they were like at the height where you could see people's faces as you're walking by. And I was like, but I have to go to the bathroom. So I went ahead and I go to the bathroom and I'm trying to like, I'm like, you know, nervous that people are going to start looking in. And they do, but then like other people there also just commentating on me going to the bathroom. And then I woke up. So anyway, weird dream, but maybe that was like a metaphor for my stream. It's like it's like a metaphor for my stream. Maybe the porthole is like, you know, your window, what you're looking me, you know, like my OBS preview, all of that. That's the window, and you're seeing me sitting here. And and my content is the equivalent of you know, bathroom business. So anyway, maybe that's what that means. I'll let somebody else interpret that. It's a collaborative one. You gotta have a few friends to finish the build. They only give like certain people different parts, so you have to have it in your downline. You need people to give you pieces as they get their friends to then get the same piece. That would be kind of impressive, but if they were able to pull that off, but that would be wild. I should have bought their Christmas tree set. That would have been cool. I haven't seen it, but I do love a good Christmas tree. But anyway, friends, for today we're gonna play more Chicken Police. We'll see how far we get today. I'm not actually. I actually don't know how long it's going to take us to finish the game. Chicken Police. It says it's 9 hours. It says 9 hours, but I feel like we haven't gotten very far. But I know we've played for at least a little bit. I feel like we've played. Surely we have like at least 3 to 4 hours of the game played. Maybe not. Maybe we keep stopping or something. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway. So we'll get into that. But anything else before we get in? Also, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to swap my HDMI. Any other news or anything? Apparently, Twitch is going to add a couple new features, one of which is the leaderboard. Right? No. It's over there for you guys. Leaderboard. That has like the subs and bits and stuff. They're going to add a new thing up there that's top clips of what, like, I think the way it works is like, let's say Emmers, because I have it set to a month. So these are the subs that I've gotten, or the gifted subs I've gotten in the month, or bits or whatever. It'll still be that time period, but it'll be like which user has gotten the most views out of clips that they've made, I guess, of that month. I assume. I assume it will reset every month then, or if you have it per week or whatever, it'll be that, or lifetime. But it'll then do, so it would say like if Emmers, if you had clipped maybe like 3 different clips, each clip got 100 views, it would show you as having 300 views from that month. That's cool. Yeah, it is pretty interesting. And I know they said they're also going to be prompting people to clip when it notices that chat is more active. It's going to say like, chat's more active. Is this a good moment to clip? It's going to like prompt you with a little thing. It's really a smart idea to promote clipping. I've heard, so I think it's good. I've heard some people are upset that they're like, great, now people are just going to clip random things and, you know, I'm going to have to go through and delete a bunch of stuff. Reddit, this was Twitter, so basically. So yes, but worse. Is it worse? I don't know, maybe. But it was pretty mixed. I think there were people in the comments that were like, I like this idea. Then there's some people who were like, who asked for this? Like, I don't like this. People are gonna just clip random stuff and whatever. Twitter is just Reddit on the move. Yes. And I can understand. The thing is like, I feel like that's maybe more of a problem for a bigger creator. We don't actually get, like here we don't get clipped too often. Emmers probably has the most clips after me. After this, I was looking, I was like, what are my top clips? I think of the top, like, 6, 4 of them are mine. Or something like that. They're all ones that I've clipped. But then Emmers, I've seen you've clipped a bunch. I need to check, hold on. Which I appreciate. I appreciate when you guys clip stuff. I also recognize and acknowledge I'm not the most clippable streamer. I've said that before. And I feel like that is true. Come on, show me clips. Let me look at this. Top of all time. Actually, Shady has the most. Or, like, has the number 1. 301 views for what I think is kind of a random clip. I wonder why that one got, like, promoted. The thumbnail is not even that interesting. Then I have one of Anarchy Chess, the announcement that where I got a Steam Deck. The Ooblets clip where I'm talking about Alanis Morissette's Ironic and how I'm afraid of like dying in an airplane. Emmers, your Spider-Man clip of you're wearing an alien. Where I think I said that and then they said that in game. And then a clip from Frog Detective. I wonder why that one got a bunch of views. Yeah, hold on. That's 6. Hold on. Let's look at the top 10. So, here's the top 10. Shady, me, Emmers, me, Emmers, that, and then me. So I clip a lot of my stuff. and they've gotten quite a few views. So yeah, so basically I'm going to be at the top of the leaderboard apparently. I wonder if I can be, or if it'll just be viewers. So it might just be you Emmers on that list. It's actually kind of interesting looking at which games like these top clips are from. Judgment, Anarchy Chess. What was this called? King of the Bridge. Dave the Diver. Well, kind of. Ooblet, Spider-Man, Frog Detective 1. This was during the Puzzle Agent, Nancy Drew, Dr. Decker, Pine Hearts. Oh, this one, I'm not even in a category. Oh, no. It's like the games and demos. That's what it is. Anyway. Very interesting. I do love the Dr. Decker clip. I feel like that should be up higher. Anyway. So that'll be interesting to see. Like, how well that's received, if people end up, like, actually clipping things, or what. I kind of think, like, it might for a little bit. And then people will just kind of forget about it, I think. So we'll see. Apparently the world record for subs has gotten even higher. It's now over 500,000 subs. Wild. Also, Twitch is apparently also randomly incentivizing. That's an insane number of subs. Yes, it is. Hold on. Twitch subs money calculator. How much is that? How much are they making? Number of subs. Oh, well, oh, right. Some of it could be, oh, that's difficult. I was supposed to say, because it's now different per country. I wonder how, like... So we won't really be able to calculate it. Let's just ask them, yeah, I'm sure. How much money are you making? Let's just, if theoretically, if they were all US subs, they're not going to be, but let's say they were. Hey, quick cue. I like that. If they were all US subs, they're making almost $3 million this month. It's $2,995,000 US dollars. And again, there's gonna be some differences. One, if it's any subs from a different country, as well as if they're like Partner Plus, they get like a different cut, and I forget what that is, but way more. Yeah, I know, right? Way more money than I will ever see in my life. Another thing is Twitch is randomly offering like discounts on gifting 5 subs. You will now see occasionally like a greenish banner below the stream that says, if you gift 5 subs, you'll get 35% off the purchase. It is randomly selected. You won't always see it. Randomly selected viewers. Interestingly, it is also the this is one of those things where it's like, is this a good thing? I really don't know. Maybe it balances out. The discount is actually split between Twitch and the streamer, so the streamer actually gets less money for it. So if you're like wanting to support the streamer, I mean, I guess you're kind of you're helping, but it's also like they're not getting as much. That's why I'm always like, just Just donate to a streamer that you like versus gifting a sub or something. But they're also doing an experiment where random users will get an offer, I think, in your like chat window that says they will give you $1 credit towards subscribing to like a streamer if you're not subscribed to them. It'll just pop up and it says redeem your credit, redeem your $1 credit before it expires December 5th. Credit applies in checkout. So like if you subscribe to them, you get to subscribe for $1 less. It does not. I don't know if this one. I assume this one is split also with the streamer. Like the streamer gets less money out of it, I bet. And apparently, end of the year, they're doing the Twitch bonus round, which I guess they did last year, which is discounts off of new subscriptions. And FYI, parts of Rise of the Golden Idol is tough. That is all. All right. I can't wait to get to that game. It'll be very fun. But it looks like, yeah, so at the end, from December 23rd onward to January 2nd, it'll be like 25% off new 1-month subs. Too Much to Bear, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? And then every 5 gift subs purchased for your channel, Valorant, will add 1 bonus gifted sub. Thank you, Valorant. Thank you, Riot. Yeah, there's the Twitch clip prompt thing. Top clips leaderboard. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all the Twitch news that I've heard. Also, apparently Arcane is going. Arcane season 2. I still haven't watched any of it. I think the last if they're doing it like they did last year, for people who didn't see Arcane last year, I recommend I liked the first season. Thought it was very well done, even for people who haven't played if you haven't played League of Legends, I think you would still enjoy it. I look forward to watching you puzzle it out and possibly explain how some of it works. Incredible. I'm excited. I enjoyed the like the demo. Yeah, I really enjoyed the demo, but I do remember it also just the demo being difficult. So I'm curious to see how all that goes. Arcane is amazing. Currently rewatching season 1 as a refresher until starting the next. I'm kind of waiting for all of the episodes to be released. Because I don't know. I don't want to wait. And I think the last part, I'm about to finish it as we speak. The last part has released, right? Because when they released the episodes last time, it was like 2 episodes each for a total of 6. They're all out now, I believe. Okay, yeah. I'm all about the binge watch. I don't like waiting. I think last year, did I wait? I think I did. I think I watched it like as it was releasing. And that's fine. But I also like, I don't know. I don't like waiting for stuff. So I'm just I'm waiting to watch it until it's all done. Luckily, I haven't like seen anything about it. So I'm actually pretty great with that. I hope it's good. I've only heard good things so far. So but it's very good. The animation is good. Apparently, I think it cost $250 million for them to produce. And I can't remember if that's both seasons total, or is that each season? Anyway, it's very well done. And again, if you are someone who has not watched it before, if you're like, I've never seen or played League of Legends, I don't know if I want to watch this, highly recommend. I think it's very good and very much worth your time. The storytelling is really good. There's definitely some stuff that I think is more clear if you do know League of Legends, and if you've know some of like the in-game lore. I think there's some stuff that's like helpful there, but you can definitely watch it if you and enjoy it if you've never played. I had a friend who he's never played League of Legends, has like no idea even what like the game was like, but he watched the first season of Arcane randomly and ended up loving it. He said it was he said it was like one of the best like animation, animated shows that he's ever watched. The voice acting is really good. I really love the art style that they went with. It's interesting that they only decided to do 2 seasons though. Like this is the last season of Arcane. And they said they're gonna explore like more animations, like animated shows later. But they'll have to go with like a different studio and all of that. And I wonder what that's gonna look like and if it's gonna be as good. And I don't know. It just seems odd. Because I mean, if they have like a hit, like why do anything else? why not stick with the hit? But I don't know. Anyway, is there anything else before I hop into the game? Anything else going on? I'm trying to think if there's any announcements or. I'm working on so much stuff, but I can't tell you guys most of it. So I feel like I've been so busy, but I can't I can't say why, or like I can't show anything for it. Is there anything else? Mysterious, exactly. I'm scrolling through Reddit real fast, being like, is there something else that I've forgotten? Could you summon up an interpretive dance? I start making an illusion happen out of space. I can't. One, mostly because I'm just bad at interpretive dance. It's not that it's not that it's from a lack of ability on my part, if anything. Oh yeah, you survived parent-teacher conferences. How did that go, Sassy? I know I saw you mention that in the Discord, but how did that actually go? You can tell us more about it now. I don't know if I've ever interpreted anything in dance, Besides my own insecurities. I think that's really it. But that's more of a natural thing. Wait. One of my coworkers did not? They did not survive parent-teacher conferences? I too have that misinterpreted group. I try to interpret things through dance, but people just say it's inscrutable. What I am trying to say through dance does not get communicated well. Lots of miscommunication. It went pretty well for me. Most parents seemed pretty chill, even the ones whose kids struggled. That's good. So they were pretty receptive then on like that their kids need to do more work and stuff. I might have convinced a parent to get their kid tested for learning issues, which is a huge deal. That's awesome. That is very, very cool. That's dope. I hope they follow through with that, because that's cool. I feel like, I mean, it never hurts to get tested, like, for that kind of stuff. Like, you know, I feel like any outcome of that, I think, is good. Like, you either learn, no, you don't, or yes, you do. And now you have, like, a, you know, you have a way to go about, like, getting more help and stuff, you know? But my one coworker got yelled at a bunch and a ton of parents were complaining about her. Uh-oh. Why were they complaining? Do you think it's like, was it legitimate complaints or just complaining because, you know, they're parents who are like, no, my baby is perfect. My baby would do nothing bad. Both. Okay. Fair. What do they do? Why do you think it's like maybe a little bit, you know, them as well? Just curious. Just curious to see. Because there are some, I mean, there are some teachers who should not be teachers. Because they're either they don't like the kids or they or like you know, or sometimes not good at like communicating that information or whatever, or maybe they need to like just be with a different grade and all of that. So there could be lots of reasons. Switching from, I still had I Am Your Beast open, which I had a lot of fun with that. I don't know if you guys enjoyed that stream, but I loved playing I Am Your Beast. She's not the best communicator. Yeah, that could be, that's pretty huge. And that can be rough. I don't know if, excuse my camera being frozen as I look onward. Oh, Speedy. Please take a moment to complete the following short survey for the Steam Deck. Sure. It's just a hardware survey. It's not even like. They just looked at my specs and stuff. But what would that? Why? Like, why does that matter? And it also said, would you like to see the results? And I said yes. And it's taken me somewhere, but it hasn't loaded. Like, it's just a blank page. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means. Yeah. I don't know if I would be the best, like, teacher communicator. I think I would do well if I could do, like, video teaching, where then I could record, like, have a script, record something, edit it down, and all of that, where it's more of like, where it's not like a classroom teaching, it's like video learning, like, I don't know what the word for that is, but like, you know, like almost like books on tape, but you know, teaching, where you watch like someone teach a thing, but you buy, it'd be like the call right now and get 20 tapes of, get 20 videos of this thing. Of Jet talking about how to break down lyrics and what they mean. Yes, it takes 20 videos to do that. It's a very extensive and intensive study. But I don't think I'd be very good, like, in a throws money at screen. Love it. That's probably what I would teach. I don't know what else I would yeah, I don't really know what else I would teach. Yeah, I don't know if I'd do good in like a classroom. I think I would need time to like really get the language down and what I want to say, and kind of look over like, what am I trying to communicate, all of that. The most vocal parent is a bit nutso though, and the major complaints she has are 100% out of the teacher's control. Class sizes. Ah, yes. I assume she was saying that class sizes were too big. My kid is getting too much attention from the teachers. I want my child to have less. I have thought about doing like a couple of like stream videos, like raid videos or whatever, in that style of commercial, because I think that'd be fun. I still might do that, but anyway. With only one 4th grade class, all 28 of them are together for every class. You see, they're going to be the best of friends. That is a lot of people in one. That's a lot of kids in one classroom. I don't know how many we had. Like at that age. I don't like I vaguely remember 4th grade. But like I don't remember our class sizes. Maybe we had like at times like 20. But I feel like that's maybe that'd be pretty large. That'd be a pretty large classroom. Runner! Runner, welcome in. How are you doing? What were you playing? How was your stream? The Long Dark. I was just thinking about that game. I've never played it, but it's not. I think it's on sale on PlayStation right now. It's been on my wish list for forever. How was it? How did it go? Axiom Runner is all about those chill vibes, no matter what game they're playing. They're currently braving the wilderness in the long dark, but don't let that scare you off. They're a musician and a storyteller at heart, and always down for some backseat gaming. Come hang out in their safe space and vibe with the community. Runner, welcome in. Everybody, welcome in. I have a very brief video to show you. Enjoy. Hi Raiders, I'm Jet, your 4th favorite streamer. Yeah, 4th. You know, the guy you end up with when your favorites are offline and you misclicked my channel. Before we dive in, snapsicles, this is a family-friendly stream. Please keep your chats cozy and clean or my mods will be on you like a pack of wild pumas. Looking for a triple threat? Gaming, chatting, and looks? Well, let me tell you why I'm called Triple Jet. When it comes to gaming, we dive into puzzles, indie games, RPGs, and mysteries. But the biggest mystery of all will be why you're still watching. Like to chat? Well, we get so derailed it's like we're a train to nowhere and I'm your conductor. Choo choo. And when it comes to looks, I am like the solar eclipse, best not to look at. Now, if you want a good streamer, follow the creators I just linked in chat. They will obliterate my stream like a snap from Thanos. Mr. Bezos, I don't feel so good. But if you like the wonderfully wrecked vibe of a beat-up pinata, then you're in the right place. The candy's mostly gone, but we can still keep it sweet. So drop a follow and we'll make this siesta fiesta the absolute besta. Got a jet? So welcome in, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time in Runner Stream. Been dying a lot. That it seems kind of difficult. That's actually kind of one of the reasons why I haven't picked it up. I was like, I don't know if I will do good with this game. But it's impressive that you're playing it. This never gets old. Each time I find a line that gets me, I'm glad. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I'll probably it's been a few months now. I think I might need to come up with a new one soon. Ugh. There's going to be some different ones for the month of December though, so maybe that'll maybe that'll spice things up. That's what I'm looking for. But Runner 1, welcome in, and Raiders, I appreciate all of you for coming in. Runner, I know what it's like after a stream, so if you need to like lounge, lurk, grab a snack, do your post-stream care stuff, I totally understand. We will actually have to play ads here in a second, and then we'll hop into Chicken Police into the Hive. We're gonna continue that. But thank you again so much for the raid. I hope you've been doing good. I hope you're enjoying The Long Dark. Are you going to continue playing it? But yeah, there are going to be some videos next month. Videos next month. Interesting. And I think they're going to be good. But they'll be different. They're going to be a little different. Different how? I don't know. You'll have to tune in. Tune in during the month of December for more information. Well, hold on. When is the first day of December? It's okay. The first day we'll be streaming is the 2nd. Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. The first, thank you, Tap. Thank you for that. I mean, you're not wrong. You're technically correct, which is the best kind of correct. So, finger guns. So I appreciate that. Well, friends, here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and run ads, because it's about to interrupt our gameplay if we just hop in. So, 3-minute ad break. If you need a stand-up stretch, etc., now's the perfect time to go do so. Grab a snack, get something to drink, check your, inbox. Move the clothes over from washer to dryer. Pet a doggo. Feed your doggo. What else can you do? I don't know. Just do what you gotta do, and we'll be back here in just a couple of minutes. BRB.
This is your time, Jetpack Gang. Stand up, move around, grab a snack, hydrate. The stream will resume in just a few minutes.
What concerns you about it, Tap? What could possibly be concerning? I just don't know. Everything about it's so normal. But welcome back, everybody. Lurking while I tear down stream. Thank you so much for the lurk, runner. I hope you have a good post-stream care. But it's such a normal BRB screen. So, friends, Chicken Police. You might be wondering what Chicken Police is. We are the Chicken Police. Marty McChicken and Sunny Featherland. We actually don't have a picture of ourselves. And we are currently investigating the disappearance of somebody's body. They were dead, and their body has gone missing. The person that is missing is he is a bug person. You will see we have a lot of bug people here. In the Chicken Police universe, the bugs are sort of like segregated and discriminated against and all of that. So they kind of live in what is essentially like this ghetto in that's like outside of the city of Clawville. We are chickens, and we have like gotten special permission to enter the Hive, which is what the area is called, and investigate this missing person. Or missing body, I guess. Stolen person? I don't really know. We have also learned though that we went to the graveyard and we found that there are other bodies missing as well. There are 2 more bodies that were like dug up. We have also learned that people will sell, like all of these bugs will sell like their arms and stuff. Like they like this bartender is missing an arm. And he said that he was low on money, and so he actually sold his arm in like what is basically like an organ trade, like black market. And so we know that's like there, so I wonder if that's somehow related to the bodies being missing. But we are currently in the Distant Light, which is like a bar, but it's also where the Spider Queen lives. Or not lives, maybe operates. She's apparently kind of in charge of some kind of seedy underground. And we are trying to get to talk to her. Yeah, we just had to talk to this guy named Douglas. He is a bird that lives here. He grew up in the Hive. He is a pianist, but his hands are broken because he got in a fight, I think is what it was. And he like ended up getting kicked out from like the place where he used to play and all that stuff. So he's pretty drunk right now. And we had to play him in some drinking game and we got a passcode. I don't know if there's anything else we need to talk to him about.
Sorry, but the shop is closed, boys.
Okay. Let's go, Marty.
That seemed loud. Okay, so we have the password now, which is the Bronze Beetle bakes a brownie before breakfast. Bronze Beetle bakes a brownie before breakfast. I assume we're going to have to choose the right one. What a cool... This looks... Yeah. Oh, 100%. It's very noir inspired. The writing is even very like 1920s noir film. It's very cool. Like it seems weird because they're all like people bodies but animal heads. But like the writing is very well done and the world building is really interesting. They actually have quite a few games. There's only 2 games that fall under like the Chicken Police category. This is the second one. But they have like one of the characters, Zip, who's my favorite character. He has like a coffee talk like game where you just make coffee like it's more of like a visual novel, plus you get to make coffee for people. Also, I don't know why it does this little like this little yellow bar off to the side. I need to mess with my Steam Deck. I wonder if that's what it is. Let me take you. Make this a little bit bigger. Is that still... Okay, hold on. If I do... Wait. Oh, I'm moving the wrong thing. What? How's that still... Properties. No. I think I'm doing something right. There we go. I think I went a little too far. That's okay. But yeah, this is very cool. I love it. It's very well done. But anyway, so I think we now have the... Oh, but it's also very funny. I'll say the writing in this game is very, like, it's a very funny, you know, lots of puns and whatever. But okay, so there's this metal door that we assume the Spider Queen is in, and we need a passcode. So I think this
We're
is
not going to talk our way through this one. We need another option.
Where am I supposed to go with this passcode then?
That's not the right way.
Yeah, if we're not battering rams.
You have nothing for us? Let me talk to the bar guy. I love the voice acting. It's so good. Okay, we've talked to him. You can't be talked to.
We always get on so well with goons like him. This door looks suspicious to you, Marty?
A steel door reinforced with huge metal rivets with an armed insect goon standing in front of it? Nah, I don't see anything special about it.
Yeah, me neither.
Talk to... Okay, we've clicked on everything here. What is this? Hold on.
We heard you were a regular down there.
Indeed, I was.
What happened? How?
Well,
I see.
Sorry, I'm
the
trying
Queen
to...
threw me out.
And is there anything...
Can you get me a new hand?
Oh, I mean, we can try.
Oh, don't bother. I'm getting used to it. I just miss the music. Soon I'll...
We'll see what we can do, buddy, but in the meantime...
Sure, ask away. Do...
Okay, hold on. I do think there might be... Is there anything else around here? Oh, we can't travel away from here. So we must be... Okay, so there must be something we can... Wait, hold on. Can I just keep going back? No? Okay, yeah, we're stuck here.
Let's go.
So I'm missing something. We can't talk to?
We'll find a way to get in there. Let's have a...
Have a look around.
Hey, buddy. You lost your knife.
Yeah, it's in your back.
Shall we help him?
He doesn't seem to be very concerned.
Does he have a knife in his back?
Let's leave him alone.
Yeah, I agree. Weird.
He does have a knife in his back. What in the world? Okay. Talk to the bartender.
No more questions. He'll be our man.
We've asked him everything. There's nothing else here. Imagine getting stabbed in the back, literally.
Darts or knives. All the same, right? As long as they hit the target. We always get on so well with...
This does have like a... I wonder why this has a thing up here. There's nothing else?
The guy's all messed up.
sorry, but the
Okay, okay.
We've asked you all of these. This guy we can't talk to. Can't go that way. Okay. We can't talk to you, which is weird.
If Clawville catches fire again, it'll start here. And maybe we deserve to burn in the flames.
Keep doing that. And I can't travel. Whoops. Yes, that's locked. Can't even like go anywhere in the hive. So we're where we're supposed to be.
Nobody ever tried to make a business out of this thing?
Oh, somebody must have tried, but you know, Clawville was never interested in making the insects rich.
Right.
I don't like this. Not one bit.
Not one bit. I wish I could talk like a 1920s detective. That always sounds so, like... I don't know what the word is. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else here for us to click on.
Let's go.
Oh, you know what I'm supposed to do? I need to do use item
What's
at the
up,
roast.
meat sacks?
Meat sacks? That's not nice.
Your master's expecting us.
Well, what? I don't have a
what?
master.
We don't need the tango, okay? We know all the dance moves, and we know the password, too.
Yeah. The bronze beetle bakes a brownie before breakfast.
What now?
What now?
Just because you pulled a silly rhyme out of some drunken schmuck, I'm supposed to let you in? Ha! Give me a break.
But that's the way it goes, right? In movies and books and...
Just get the fuck out of here while I click it nicely, okay?
Listen, pal, if you don't want any trouble, you'll let us in. It's that simple.
Am I supposed to be scared now? Ha! I eat little shits like you for breakfast.
You eat shit for breakfast?
What?
Okay, come on. Let's do this.
I'm gonna kill you, meat sack.
Enough.
That?
Was...
The Queen.
Costa, send them down.
Yes, Your Highness. Okay, you got lucky, boys. Go down while I'm in a good mood.
Thanks, bug boy.
Hey, we don't use the B word around here. Am I clear?
Okay, okay. Let's go, Marty.
Uh-oh. Oh. This is Resident Evil?
I see. Welcome, detectives. Shall we begin?
A wonderful intro to a character.
The smell of cigarette smoke and cheap mead gave way to something else. An intoxicating woman's perfume mixed with a musty, lush aroma and the essence of expensive liquors. It was as if we'd suddenly descended into another time. We were standing in front of a throne, occupied by a real queen, as if she'd just stepped off the canvas of an old painting. I felt dizzy. I've been in some tough situations in my life, but this time, I shuddered. Would we ever get out of here with our feathers intact?
I wonder why it was sort of like hazy.
Welcome to our humble abode, detective.
Like it looked like we were kind of dizzy.
Humble? I have a different definition of humble.
Mr. Featherland. We used to live in a huge castle outside the Hive. Compared to that, this hovel is an insult.
Well, an underpaid cop like me would kill for an insult like this.
Come on, Mr. McChicken. Don't be so modest. You've got a quaint little apartment in Harlow Street with a lovely wife. You should be proud.
Wait, what? But how do you know that?
Oh, no need to be frightened, gentlemen. But they call us the Great Web for a reason. We can feel even the smallest vibration of the city from our throne. Our silk threads are everywhere.
Now we can sleep peacefully.
It's the plain truth. And you, dear detectives, are in the truth business, are you not?
According to the book.
And to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, gentle birds?
We're looking for an insect that died, then disappeared.
Ah, I see. Well, make yourselves comfortable. Look around. Snoop. I can sense your hearts beat a little fast. Calm down first, and then we can talk.
You can sense our... But...
We'll do just that. Thank you.
That was some good writing, I'll say. I feel like that's, it's created a very, like, ominous and kind of, like, all-knowing, I don't know, character. It's very, very interesting.
It's like they're looking at me. Ugh. They have too many eyes for my taste. Maybe after talking to Her Majesty, we'll be needing a couple of stiff shots. Perhaps a tad extravagant.
Anything else? Lots of webs up top. Just double checking. Okay.
Ugh, she gives me chicken bumps. Her eyes, I can't look into them, which could be a problem because she's got a lot of them and they're all staring at me. So, can we ask you a few questions?
First, you have to answer us. Why are you so interested in the fate of a mere insect? Did it hurt one of your kind?
Not at all, ma'am. We were hired by someone. A widow.
Oh. So you're altruistic crusaders?
Maybe we were just bored, ma'am.
I've heard you boys have been stirring up a lot of trouble over the last 2 decades. Perhaps this time, you've delved too deep into the hornet's nest.
You think so?
We're certain.
We'll see. If you don't mind, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
Be our guest. We have nothing to hide.
Appreciate it.
Her pointing is very, like, ominous. Wait, she, like, just points directly at... You have been stirring up some trouble.
Tell me, do you remember a pianist called Douglas?
He's right above us, even as we speak. He's either drinking his tears or some hard booze.
Was he really your personal pianist?
Something like that. We loved him and the way he played, full of heart. But we couldn't tolerate his erratic behavior any longer.
Who was the guy he got into a fight with?
A fiancé of mine at the time. He's dead now. Douglas. That silly little thing. He was always madly in love with us. He put that in his songs. And that's why we loved him. But he was jealous.
Jealousy is a terrible demon.
It is, Detective. It is.
There's no hope of letting him back in?
You pity him, right? I can understand that. It happened to us, too. We let him back, but he can't play or stay sober.
If we could help you with those 2 things, would you take him back?
Perhaps. But Why would you do that? What did he promise you?
Nothing in the world. We're just trying to be good birds, that's all.
So the tales are true after all.
Well, we're talking to a living legend too, so tales can be true.
It's a deal, then. If you can find a cure for his hand and his heart, we'll welcome his return.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Why is it a piter? She's the queen. They've made lots of references to, like, you know, her web of spies and stuff, so it's very apt for the character. Also, I love that character design wise, I like that they use like the web that she has over here. I think that's supposed to be kind of almost like a veil-ish. Like, it looks kind of like, if I'm imagining, because she's wearing like some really like I can't really tell you like periods of things, like, but she's definitely wearing like older clothing. That I feel like I could imagine this being like the equivalent of like sort of like a black veil kind of accessory, if that makes sense. Anyway.
What can you tell us about the current state of the Hive?
Did you come here with paper bags on your heads? Have you not seen with your eyes?
Well, we'd like to hear it in your words.
As you wish. Since the Segregation Act, our people are suffering more than ever. We are eating ourselves alive. You may think we're being figurative, but we couldn't be more literal.
Dang.
We're running out of flesh, of life, of soul. But before that happens, our patience will run out.
The Segregation Act wasn't good for business either, right?
Correct. We don't want to be seen as the selfless grande dame, or everyone's fairy godmother. No. We were running a thriving business.
You mean a thriving criminal business?
Call it what you like. It was blooming, but the blossom eventually withered. Now we are suffering like everyone else. The Hive is an oil barrel, detectives. And Clawville, a crazy old fool with a match in his hand.
Is the barrel gonna explode?
And with it, the old fool.
Well, thanks for your honest opinion.
Not mere opinion. This is our future, gentlemen.
There's so many other creatures they could have used instead of a spider. Part spider, part human is even creepier somehow. I mean, I think also to a point, I think they wanted to choose a spider probably because they are quite, like, creepy, I guess, you know? Like, all of the bug characters look a little, like, spooky, I think, because I don't really like insects. But I'm sure that's, like, very purposeful that they chose that.
That's quite a throne you've got there.
Why, thank you. It was our late grandmother's 200 years ago.
Whoa, wait, then how old are you?
Do you think it's appropriate to ask such a question of a lady?
For cluck's sake, Marty.
Oh, yeah, sorry. But it is a really beautiful chair.
You're funny. We like you.
Thank the gods.
It's interesting that she says "we" a lot when it seems like she's referring to herself, but I 100% get it from a design perspective, but I still don't like it. Fair. So, okay.
Are you ready to go a little deeper?
Oh, you mean you're going to interrogate us?
That's one way of putting it. I prefer to call it a controlled conversation.
Interesting. You seem like a rough, crude fellow at first glance. But underneath those ruffled feathers, you have a rather sophisticated soul.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Especially the ruffled feathers part.
Our pleasure. Well, shall we begin?
I'd be delighted.
Yeah, like the our pleasure, us, we.
The Queen seems to like us. but that may be a simple disguise. In any case, a veteran criminal like her is probably harder to break than to open with the right honeyed words. Boost her ego. That can be a solid tactic. But either playing the good or the bad cop, nothing is impossible if you ask the right questions in the right tone.
Be forewarned, Detective. What you learn here may shake everything you've ever believed in.
You think I believe in anything? It seems your famous senses have failed you.
We'll see, Mr. Featherland. We'll see.
Okay. Please tell us about yourself, Your Majesty. How did you become who you are? Do you really use the royal plural? Oh, is that... Oh, maybe that's why. Is this some kind of aristocratic fad? Mrs. Aneda, may I call you that, or should I stick with the Queen? We're gonna maybe do this. Because of Your Majesty. This may be too casual. I think she'll want to be called the Queen. This is like questioning her, kind of. I'm gonna... But I mean, I guess it could... I don't know if we're trying to go bad cop or something. I don't know. We'll stick with Majesty.
Please tell us about yourself, Your Majesty. How did you become who you are?
You'd be surprised how little awareness there was in it. Things happened. Years flew by. And suddenly we found ourselves on this throne.
Lucky coincidences?
There are no coincidences, dear Inspector. We just did what we thought was right.
Right. We rarely hear that from the heads of criminal organizations, if I don't offend you.
What is right for someone, and in what situation, is subjective. We've lived our whole lives by a code of what we thought was right.
Isn't that convenient?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes the opposite.
Plus 20. Let's get to the point. Bodies are disappearing from the cemetery. And the clues have led us here. What do you think? What do you think? Why?
Let's get to the point. Bodies are disappearing from the cemetery, and the clues have led us here. What do you think? Why?
You're not playing games. We appreciate that. Yes, in a way, we understand that some clues could have led you here. But those can be misleading. We know nothing about the missing bodies.
You don't know about them, or you have nothing to do with them. Big difference.
There is a big difference. We've heard things. The Great Web is everywhere. And every little bit of information makes its threads twitch. But no, we have nothing to do with them.
Bodies are disappearing. Yeah, and they're running out of food. That is, we do know that they eat bugs. Like, they eat themselves and stuff, because the bartender, when he sold his arm, he mentioned that, like, they ate it. Like, it was used as food. So that could be something related. A cemetery caretaker named Joe was knocked down. He barely made it out alive. Do you know anything about that? Someone almost died, and the perpetrators seem to have come from here. How about that? Someone was hit with a bottle that had the name of this place on it. Is that a coincidence? Second option seems like more aggressive. Trying to choose between 1 and 3. I feel like, I don't know, I'm leaning towards 1 because it actually mentions like the name of the character. Though, like, it's asking two pieces of information. Like, the third one is asking about, like, is that connected to this place here? And then the first one's sort of, like, more asking about Joe, I guess. But that might show that we're, like, caring, right? I'm gonna go with one.
A cemetery caretaker named Joe was knocked down. He barely made it out alive. You know anything about that?
Oh, we know the graveyard beetle. The old stubborn fool. But he's a good insect nonetheless. We won't hurt him if he doesn't cross us.
Has he ever done anything like that?
Not that we know of.
So you have no idea who could have attacked Uncle Joe and why?
Oh, we never said that. Merely that we didn't do it.
Oh, you're a smart player, Your Majesty.
Oh, thank you very much for the compliment. And if we may make a compliment too, we are glad that you care so deeply about the fate of a simple, old insect.
It's my job.
No. No. It is not.
Yes, okay. That was good. That was good. I'm glad that I was like, I feel like saying like we know his name and all of that, I think would be good. We mentioned the name of the distant light to the injured Uncle Joe. He was scared to death. Why? I'd say I believe you. Do you think the glass was not just a weapon, but also a message? That's interesting. I feel like I don't really have a leaning towards either question. I think the second one is more interesting. Like, what would the message be? I'm gonna go with that one. I don't know if it's the right answer or like the right.
Do you think the
option,
glass was not just a weapon, but also a message?
An interesting theory, and there may be some truth in it. As the place is well known and has been ours for decades, yes, we can see why you might think that.
So you agree that the clues lead logically here?
If it is a message, we did not send it. It would be foolish to leave a clue like that, unless it leads to a trap. Am I right?
Well, forgive the assumption, but for a spider queen sitting in the middle of the great web, setting a trap seems quite apt.
If so, you would be in big trouble.
And? Is that the case?
No, not yet. I like you. You're sharp and respectful, most of the time. At least, for a chicken.
You're great at insulting and complimenting at the same time.
Thank you.
+5, okay. Suppose I believe that it wasn't you. Why did you take action against it? We've got a pile of missing bodies and a bloody trail leading here. What do you make of that? Oh, why didn't you take action against it? We've got a pile of missing bodies and a bloody trail leading here. I'm gonna go with
Suppose
one.
I believe that it wasn't you. Why didn't you take action against it?
You still think we're the feared and dreaded vigilantes of the Hive. Unfortunately, those days are over, Inspector. The Great Web is now more of an information center than a real, viable enterprise.
But information is power, ain't it?
Indeed, it is. But much more so for a place that is not cut off from every other part of the world. We've been enclosed, Mr. Featherland. So the world is slowly but surely passing us by.
Unless you do something about it.
Yes, but that's another story. You know, the people of the Hive don't need the Great Web to express their feelings. Especially their anger.
A hive-sized rebellion, for example.
Of course, neither the city nor the Crown wants that. In fact, we don't want it. But sadly, we are no longer the most powerful in the Hive. There are others who say how things are done.
Ooh! Plus 20. And it looks like we got just into the yellow over there. Okay, if it wasn't you, then who was it? Who has the reason and the power to do such a thing?
Okay, if it wasn't you, then who was it? Who has the reason and the power to do such a thing?
The Golden Fang clan is well entrenched in the Hive. Thanks in part to them, much of our business is no longer, how shall we say, profitable.
The clan, huh? I heard they've been pretty quiet lately.
The fact that a criminal organization doesn't openly blow things up doesn't mean they're not very present, as you well know, Mr. Featherland. And for all we know, you and your partner are very much responsible for the existence of the clan in the first place.
Really? Please, enlighten me.
If the Wessler Empire hadn't fallen, the smaller clans that then waged war for power would never have been born. Am I right?
The Wessler Empire, huh? That was an old case, Your Majesty. If we hadn't stopped that threat, we might have been in even bigger trouble.
Oh, you really think so? That it could be worse than this? The whole city was ravaged by gangs feuding over the remnants of the Wessler Empire. These gang wars have consumed all the attention of the Crown and the police, leaving nothing left for the Hive. One angry insect, fed up, committed an assassination attempt that eventually led to the Segregation Act. See? After all, it all started when the so-called Chicken Police put the head of the Wessler Empire on ice over some petty, little, private matter.
You know, that's kind of a loose and far-fetched hypothesis.
Oh, we haven't covered everything, but you know that in the big picture, we're perfectly right.
I'm beginning to feel like you're interrogating me and not the other way around.
Oh, please don't. We didn't mean to frighten you.
Then may I continue?
We are at your service.
So, it's the Golden Fang clan that's got you and your people in a tight spot. Am I right?
We're not saying they're responsible for the disappearances. But if it wasn't us, they seem the most likely choice.
I have to
She
agree.
did it.
Are you willing to talk about them?
To a certain extent, yes. As long as it doesn't harm our interests.
Okay, then let's continue the conversation in this vein.
It would seem likely. I mean, or that she would be involved, but I don't know. I think they're also making her seem so, like, ominous, I guess, or like threatening in a way that then I don't think she did it, if that makes sense. You know, like, I sometimes, in some of these games where they, like, make someone, like, you know, where they make someone, like, seem bad, I'll be like, they're making us feel this way, but I don't know. Okay, so why would the clan... Oh. Enchantress, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? We're playing Chicken Police right now. We're currently questioning the Queen Spider. Okay, so why would the clan need a fresh corpse? What can they do with it? Let's blame someone else, right? And what would the clan do with the dead bodies? What is the clan doing here, and why the Hive? Okay. So I have to choose a... I'm trying to get this bar more into the yellow, and I don't want it to, like, drop down, and it depends on which questions that I ask. I saw the name intrigued me. It's a very good game. It's like a visual novel-esque game where we are playing as the Chicken Police, Marty McChicken and Sunny Featherland, and Currently, we are investigating the disappearance of a body. A bug died, and but his body was like then stolen, and his widow hired us to investigate what happened to his body. And in the process, we've learned that other bodies from the graveyard have been taken. And we are currently investigating the queen, who is in charge of like an underground criminal organization. And she's being very like, you know, very. She's kind of a femme fatale, I would say. Would she be a femme fatale? Actually, I don't know. But kind of. She's femme fatale-ish, if that makes sense. It's quite a storyline. Yes, it's very involved, and it's very good though. The story is pretty like the writing in this is very good. So let's see. Why would the clan need a fresh corpse? What can they do with it? So this would be like learning maybe why they would steal a body. Well, the clan, the same thing here. What is the clan doing here, and why the hive? That is more like maybe more of these two. Why would the clan need a fresh corpse? I think this is more neutral. We'll go with this. A femme fatale, sometimes called a man-eater, matahari, or vamp, is a stock character of a mysterious, beautiful, and seductive woman whose charms ensnare her lovers, often leading them into compromising deadly traps. Look at Jet teaching me new things. Yeah, well, it's definitely like a trope in a lot of the like noir movies, 1920s, like that like Maltese Falcon, that era. She's a spider. Well, and the thing, I wasn't quite sure if she would qualify because I don't know if she's definitely mysterious, and I think in context of the story, I think she would probably appear to be at least like regal or maybe beautiful. It's really hard for me to say that as a spider, but she's also not really being like seductive. But she's being very mysterious and like. So I don't know. I don't know if she would qualify necessarily as a femme fatale, but she is approximately there. She's being very like coy and, you know, she has more information that she's telling you. So I don't know. It's definitely one of those things where I could see like like a detective in a normal movie would be like, she's trouble, you know. French phrase femme fatale, which means deadly woman or lethal woman. Teach me more things. Blade Runner, also, yeah. Yes. What was her name in? In Blade Runner, the tall hair. She would, right? She had, her hair was up, I think. She would be a femme fatale, I would say. I love like detective stuff. I love those like older, noir movies. The writing, the like, they call it hard-boiled, like a hard-boiled detective. The hard-boiled language and slang and stuff, I think is so cool. I wish I knew more of it so I could just like, use that as I talked. But anyway. Sunny, who's the main character who's currently questioning her, he uses a lot of it, and I just think it sounds so cool. Anyway, we'll go with this first one.
Why would the clan need a fresh corpse? What can they do with it?
Did you say fresh? How fresh?
Well, the last one was from yesterday. Why?
Why?
What do you think?
If they were old carcasses, we'd be ignoring it. But fresh meat is a different matter.
Did you say meat?
Have you seen how many insects walk around the hive, missing limbs?
We've had the misfortune to see that, yes.
The Clawvillian gourmets pay fat little fortunes for fresh body parts.
To eat them?
Well, they're not going to put them on display. That's for sure.
So you think the clan sells fresh body parts on the black market?
That could be one reason for digging up bodies. But it could be something else entirely.
Which is?
We don't know, Mr. Featherland. You're the detective, not us. But we're sure you'll get to the bottom of it.
Ooh, okay, we moved more into the yellow. We love that. Why do I get the feeling you're getting wealthy off the greasy bits too? You really do see everything. What do you think the clan is playing for, and where do they get the resources? I'm gonna go for that. I don't think accusing her of anything is the good way.
You really do see everything.
To approach this.
What do you think the clan is playing for? And where do they get their resources?
For the clan, hiding in the Hive was a great idea. But they cut themselves off from the rest of the city with it. So they must have connections or help from beyond the walls.
Another gang? Maybe they've teamed up with someone. The Black Scales. The Furies, maybe.
I don't think so, Mr. Featherland. All the criminal organizations in Clawville are different. But they all have one thing in common. They all want absolute power. That's why they don't really ally themselves with others.
What are you implying? Who can support them from beyond the walls?
Whose interest do you think it would be to aid and abet the clan and get them here? Whose interest is it for the Hive to slowly bleed itself dry? For someone who has a problem with the very existence of it.
You mean?
Yes. Exactly, Mr. Featherland.
Sweet, furry, feathered heavens. You claim that the clan is funded by the crown?
We're not saying it is. But the city government is currently benefiting from the fact that the Hive is getting on with its little infighting, instead of causing trouble on the big scale. You know, peace negotiations are coming.
What does that have to do with the disappearance of a few bodies of ordinary citizens? Even if it's like you say, isn't that just more fuel for the fire?
It might be. Perhaps it's for a different purpose, Mr. Featherland. That detective, that private eye, who was working on this.
Private Eye?
Frank Castellini. Or, as many called him, half-armed Frank. Which we always thought was funny. Because he was only one arm short of 4.
Shit. Frank.
The fool was obsessed with pursuing Mick and the clan. He discovered something significant. Maybe he found out exactly where they were hiding. In any case, it certainly pissed off the monkey. Because Mick's got a big bounty on poor Frank's head.
That's bad. That's really bad. Well, thank you for telling me this.
We're surprised to say it ourselves. But we're glad we could help.
You see?
Get the maximum
That's what
point
I'm
on a
talking
questioning?
about.
Good detective. Look at that! I had 8 good cop questions. Love it. So, to explain something. So, Clawville, I forget what, like, the region is called. The Wilderness? No, that's what they call the rest of the world, I think. Anyway, Clawville has a king in place, and there are different, like, countries, basically, that Clawville is going to be, like, they're negotiating some peace talks with them. She is saying that the crown has been funding the clan, Mick's clan. Mick is like he's a monkey of some kind. Mick and his gang exist in the Hive and live in the Hive. And she's saying that the crown is funding that gang to keep the Hive, like, preoccupied with, like, infighting. So that way they're not, like, disturbing Clawville and, like, the main city and causing trouble for them. So that way the peace talks and stuff can go through without any problem. So she's blaming the crown on this. And that's very interesting. If that's true, that's like a very interesting twist. I would say. It's not easy to soften or break a real queen, but this time the good cop routine won the day. The disappearance of the bodies is most likely the work of the Golden Fang clan, and Frank may be in more trouble than we thought. Frank is a friend of ours, or some that we know. He's a bug private detective, some kind of beetle, I think, and he's gone missing. But apparently he was initially looking into the missing bodies as well.
So Frank Castellini, right? We know him. In fact, I'd say we're friends.
We thought cops didn't like private eyes.
Frank's helped us out with a lot in the past. And in return, we'd turn a blind eye when he snooped where he shouldn't have.
There was a time when cooperation between animals and insects was commonplace.
I was just a chick then, Your Majesty. But my partner lived in the Hive's neighborhood for quite some time.
Oh, really?
It used to be a great neighborhood, man.
If this was meant to make us sympathize with you and your cause, you've succeeded. You see, we're old and sentimental. But we're something else, too.
Beautiful.
Thank you. But that's not what we meant. We're practical, which means if you really want our help, you'll have to do something for us in return.
Seems like a fair offer. We're listening.
Frank was never a friend, nor an enemy. He's the kind of man who doesn't belong to either side. Always walking in the shades between them. But not so long ago, we had a quarrel. And he's taken something from us that's very dear to our hearts.
You want us to bring back this something?
Bring it back? No, we don't want it back. You won't be able to do that. Just tell us where it is. We'll take care of the rest.
You're being deliberately vague, am I right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's best if you know exactly what you need to know. If you get the information we want, you can guarantee the Great Web will be on your side when you clash with the Golden Fang clan.
When? Not if?
We have no doubt that if you follow the trail your friend Frank has set out on, it will eventually lead you to the clan's trap.
Okay, you got a deal. We'll meet again soon.
I look forward to it, detectives. But I'd hurry if I were you. Your friend Frank could be in serious trouble.
Furry hell. Frank. What has he got himself into?
Exactly what we're about to get ourselves into, partner. If you're ready.
What do you mean, ready?
That's-
I'm always ready. In fact, I was born ready.
I don't mean that. I just mean, what's going on with you and Laura? There's enough shit going on. I don't want to stir up any more.
Cluck that. It's what you do best, Boss Bird. And let's keep it that way, okay? You drive, I follow, we get shot at, we survive, but just barely, and most importantly, we don't talk about personal shit. Deal?
You know, buddy, that's the best deal I ever heard.
Now you're talking.
You and I are in similar parallels in our games. What are you playing, Emmers? One, I want to, hold on. I think the music is kind of loud. Audio, let's drop the music a little bit. It also could have just been her, but I feel like sometimes when she was talking, I was like, dang, the saxophone is going wild right now. Pick in the Discord. Oh, a spider slayer, incredible. That is amazing. I was like, is the crown also being like got 4 streams with this. Jet gets his own monitor. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Emmers. That is amazing. Are they all playing WoW? Okay, let's see if that sound. Oh, Philmar. We haven't seen Filmar yet. This game. Who do we start with? Let's start with Filmar.
Who do my eyes see?
The one and only Filmar Lowe, private Hawkeye and professional boozer. What's this old featherhead doing here?
Looks like we're not the only lost fowl in the hive.
Not counting that weirdo pianist, of course.
Did we say hi?
Sure we do. I need to know what he's up to. He might even be in similar shoes to ours.
You think so? That would be almost like a crossover episode.
A what?
Yeah, never mind.
Hello, Filmar.
I think I'm hallucinating.
You're not hallucinating, Phil. We're standing here in front of you, in all our feathered glory.
That's my clucking luck. Even in the hive, I can't get away from you two.
We're your living conscience, pal.
And what does my conscience tell me?
To stop drinking?
The pot calling the kettle black?
Fair enough.
Shut up, Marty. Not today.
I'll zip it.
So, are you on a little investigation?
What else would I be doing in the hive? Do I look like I belong here?
No. Actually, almost hurts to say it out loud, but you look pretty good.
Thanks, sweetheart. By the way,
Thanks,
if you're
sweetheart.
so interested, there's a gang of dung beetles who broke into the local sewage treatment plant and stole some high-quality manure.
Is there such a thing as high-quality manure?
Son, if you only knew. Here, manure is sometimes worth as much as gold.
You know what? We
What in the
don't
world?
need the details.
But I do.
And you? What are you doing here? Are you being teased by some hot she-cat?
Never again, Phil. Never again.
I can understand that. Well, make yourselves at home, if you can. They don't like our kind around here.
You don't say.
I'm surprised you still have feathers.
Yeah, it's a small miracle.
That I feel like to anybody who hasn't seen the first game, a lot of that made no sense, or like it would just sound like random words, like the she-cat stuff. But if you play the first game, you'll understand. Never again, Phil. Never again.
Listen, Filmar, for someone who looks like shit,
How do I look so damn good?
funny, but something like that.
If you must know, I have a very rich and powerful benefactor. I get most of my cases from him.
So you're a paid
a scarf.
private detective now, or more like domestic detective?
Laugh if you want, but you'll never make as much dough as I do. And my caseload isn't that demanding.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just be careful, boys. I might come after you again.
What do you mean again?
Oops, I talk too much. Leave me alone to drink and get lost.
Well, it's good to see you too, Phil.
Rich and powerful benefactor? Could it be the king?
Are you
crown?
here for an audience with the Queen?
I've already met her. But I got the impression she's not too keen on Clavillian private eyes sniffing around.
Yet she tolerates your presence.
It's that indelible charm of mine, Sonny. But how could you possibly know that?
Yeah, my kind of charm doesn't belong here.
Now get out of here, cluckers. I'm trying to work.
Looks like real hard work, Phil.
Martin.
I know, shut up. I'm
Martin.
used to it.
Love it.
Listen, Phil, you know Frank Castellini.
Of course I know him. Everybody knows him around here. Why?
Well, I think he overreached himself a little and got into a tussle with the Golden Fang clan.
Well, rest in pieces, Frank. You were a great insect. Let's drink to that.
Don't be silly, Phil. He's still alive. At least we hope he is. But maybe not for long. Heard anything from him?
I heard he had a case involving the closing of the textile factory, but that's all I know.
Yeah, we heard about that too. Strange. But thanks anyway.
I hope you find him still alive. He's a good guy.
I think Frank is actually also in Zip's Cafe, the game. I think he is one of the characters. I think I met him very briefly.
How come you're drinking so casually in the middle of the hive? We almost got hanged on the first lamppost when we got here.
Me too. But my client has pretty good connections here, so I've had a sort of license to fly.
Speaking of licenses, do you even have one? I mean, real proper permission to enter the Hive.
What? No, of course not. What do you take me for, an idiot?
Well, he's got a point.
I hope you didn't have too much of a struggle getting one.
Shut up, both of you.
A scarf, yeah, I was gonna say, he has such a
Sorry,
nice scarf.
Phil, but what's that thing on your neck?
This? It's called a scarf. In high society, it's worn wrapped around the neck or just thrown over the shoulder. It's great for keeping the neck warm, but it's also used as a fashion accessory.
I know what a scarf is, jackass. What's it doing on you? That's way too, delicate for you.
Huh. It was given to me by someone very important to me. Let that be enough.
Ah, so there's a girl involved.
I never said that.
Well, what then?
Will you get the cluck out of here already?
Okay, okay, don't be so jumpy.
I think it's a nice scarf. Really?
Fuck off.
Vilmar, yeesh.
Zip has lost something very dear to him. Have you heard anything about it?
Actually, it's a pretty rough story. Mick Goldfang ripped it off with his own hand.
That's what Zip was referring to, though he wouldn't go into details.
I don't blame him.
Any idea where we can find it?
You guys really want to get that thing back?
The old trash panda got us out of a lot of trouble over the years, and we did the same for him. Kind of a habit between us.
All I know is that Mick doesn't always keep it on him. But he does have a secret headquarters somewhere in the Hive. So there's a good chance that's where the stray body part's gonna be.
Thanks, Phil. That sounds like an exceptionally useful tip.
Well, I'm glad I could help. Now, you might as well cluck off.
Good evening to you, too.
One more thing, Sonny. What I said, you didn't hear it from me.
Stop treating us like day-old chicks, Phil. We never even met you.
That's the spirit. Good bird.
So, like, Zip actually did lose his tail. Like, I know he said it was an heirloom, but, like, so I actually don't know really what that means, but, like, I don't know why he called it an heirloom, but it was ripped off of him, so I assume that's, like, you know. Anyway. So I did a quest for a spider who was looking for her lost husband, found him, brought him back to his wife, then see her kill him with my very eyes. That's very I mean, though, I take that back. Because I guess the person who came to us was a praying mantis, and he's a beetle. But still, it's actually kind of, like, it's interesting that it's like a lost husband. Because that's basically what this is also. We did all of this, right? Yeah, okay. We have to run ads, so we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll continue talking to these people. So if you guys need to stand up, stretch, etc., now's the perfect time to go do so. Grab a snack, grab something to drink. Why is Twitch chat being funky on web? What's happening, Daz? I couldn't understand what Jet was reading. Oh, really? Oh, do you not see Emmers? It's just stopping. Raph, welcome in, Raph. How are you? How's it going? We're actually just about to take our little break here in a couple minutes, our little ad break. But welcome in. How are you? Is it not like loading for you, Daz? I know Yvy has problems with his chat, but his seems like perennial. Is that the right word? Is that like chronic, I guess is what I mean. Like it is always happening. Perennial is used for flowers. That means they always come back, right? Or is that the opposite? What does it mean where they come back every year? Is that perennial? Anyway, but his is like it'll just stop loading chat, and it seems to be his account though, because I've questioned him about it. He says it also happens when he's like at work. In a different, I was like, is it your router? But he says it happens at work, so that's weird that it would happen in another place as well. And I don't remember if he says it happens on mobile, but I don't think he uses. Anyway, so I don't know. That's interesting that you're maybe experiencing something where like chat's messing up. Just got home. How's the chicken place going? It's going good. It's going good. I just got a really good score while questioning this queen spider. I got the top score, and I felt very good about it. But it's good. We're investigating a missing body. Someone's husband died, but his body went missing, and so we're trying to investigate what happened. And it's been very fun. It's a really so far it's been a really interesting story. The insect people in this game, I know this means nothing to you, Raph. The insect people in this game are like disenfranchised and discriminated against, and they all live kind of like in a segregated like area called the Hive. And so we're like, we've gotten permission to be here, and we're like learning so much about the Hive and their underground criminal organizations and stuff. I find it very intriguing as someone who likes detective stuff, and as well as it has a very like noir detective feel, if you can imagine seeing this. I love it. I'm having a blast. It's loading. Showing now again after refresh. Interesting. If that keeps happening, let me know. Because that is curious. YV has to like, it happens while he's streaming, so he has to refresh chat every once in a while to make sure it's loading in. And femme fatale characters, exactly. We're learning so much. But perennial? A plant that lives for more than 2 years and typically produces seeds annually once it's fully grown. Like what I meant by that is that it's like present at all seasons of the year, persisting for several years. So that's what I meant. It's more like I was just saying that it's not like an issue that happens to him every once in a while. It's one that happens like every time he's on Twitch. So anyway, that's what I meant. So that's weird. If that keeps happening to you, Daz, I'm curious if you know how to solve that. But I have to run ads. So friends, if you need to get a drink, get something to eat, take a little break, we'll be back here in just 3 minutes. So, BRB.
This is your time, Jetpack Gang. Stand up, move around, grab a snack, hydrate. The stream will resume in just a few minutes.
And welcome back, everybody. Let's see. Should order some pizza for lunch. Leftovers for dinner. Do it. What kind of pizza are you gonna get? I'm gonna get pizza this week for Thanksgiving, and I'm very excited. I've been thinking about it quite often this weekend. So, anyway, I'm very excited. I hope if you get pizza, I hope it is absolutely nom nom. All right, let's continue talking. Let's talk to Brutus first.
Another tough kid who shouldn't be clucked with.
Hey, buddy. Change of outfit?
Huh? What the fuck are you clucking about?
Honestly, I don't mind you not having that ugly rifle.
What's the chick talking about?
Marty, he's not...
I think the suit's a bit much. Somehow it's not for your kind.
What do you mean, not for my kind?
Marty, I think they're brothers.
Oh, so he and the guy upstairs are twins?
Well done, Marty. You deserve a cookie.
Sorry, good sir. We didn't mean to offend.
Will you get the cluck out of here?
On our way.
Interesting. Also, hold on. We only have 2 other characters. Mick is going to be one of them, because we don't have Mick on here, the monkey. I wonder who the other one is. Okay. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. Greek mythology? I think it's Greek. Castor is a twin. But his twin's name is Pollux, I believe, in mythology. Right? Castor and Pollux. Twin figures from Greek and Roman mythology. I don't remember their story. I feel like one of them dies. Is that right? I forget. I forget what their story is. Anyway. So it's interesting that Castor is a twin also here, but it's interesting that his brother is not named Pollux. If they were going for that, like, you know, comparison, but anyway.
So you are 2 brothers, right?
Huh? What? Nah.
Well, then
We are not
Wait.
2 brothers. There are 72 of us.
That's
Oh,
quite a
gosh.
family.
your mom must have been a real angel.
What?
And tell me, big boy, do you all work in this line of work?
What line of work?
Well, you know, how can I say this?
He means, are you all criminals?
Do you really want to get beaten up that badly? What the hell are you, suicide chickens?
Funny, your brother asked the same thing.
Just get the clock out of here.
Pleasure talking to you.
Huh? Anything else?
Oh, no, nothing. We're going.
Okay.
It's been a long time since someone has genuinely frightened me.
Love you, Marty. Marty's great.
You know, it's ironic that you're here snooping around, investigating the clan.
Because...
A few years ago, when you brought down the Wessler Empire, everything that has happened is on you.
Sorry, but I don't quite get it.
We think you do, Mr. Featherland. You're not as bird-brained as you make out. Your heartbeat gives you away.
Look, Your Majesty, I have nothing to be ashamed of. We did what we had to do.
If the Wessler Empire hadn't collapsed, all those new gangs wouldn't have risen from the ashes. Gangs like the clan, clamoring for power to this day, forcing the city back into the Dark Ages.
Wessler was a lunatic who needed to be stopped. That's the story. Mick is another psycho who's gonna be caught. Simple as that.
Is it really that simple?
Always is.
We can't decide if you're just saying that, or if you really believe what you say, which is quite rare.
I'm happy to be the exception that proves the rule, Your Majesty. I've got what I wanted. For now.
For now. Okay, nothing to question her about? No. Okay.
What? Need something?
No, we're good for now, thanks. We met your brother.
Which one? There's a few.
Just as cute as you are, only he's got a stick instead of a gun.
Oh, yeah. Brutus. The brains of the family.
Really? Wow, I never guessed that.
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
Nothing at all.
Yeah. I'm watching you, chicken shits.
Oh, Marty.
Hey, old bird. We spoke to the Queen.
Ah, good for you.
She'll welcome you back if you stop drinking and heal your hands somehow.
Well, it's easy for you to say. Nice outlook, but it would take a miracle doctor to do that. Someone who knows bones and medicine almost like some ancient shaman or something. Someone who's not even afraid of the other side. The occult, even. Someone who...
Who?
I think we're on the same page here, Boss Bird.
Yeah. Boobo.
Who?
Exactly. You'll find out soon enough, pal. Just hang on tight. We'll be back.
So be it, Boss Bird.
Hey, only this meat wagon can call me that, okay?
Okay, whatever.
Bubo is an owl. That's the Who jokes. I posted a pic of arachnophobia mode. Is this in WoW? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. That is incredible. That's very funny. It actually it works, I feel like, really well too. Like they are even kind of similar looking. So, okay. We can't leave. Oh, we can go back to the police station. Let's see if we can find Bubo real fast. Oh, Pip. Hey, Pip.
Hey, Pip. What's new?
The chicken police were seen in the Hive. What are the 2 X-Star cops investigating?
Hey, this only just happened.
The news never sleeps.
Good to know.
Oh, Pip. Zip.
We visited the famous Queen of the Hive, Zip. What do you know about her?
Mostly what the insects and the animals that come here gossip about. All kinds of contradictory tales. More like legends.
She's quite
He's
another
my favorite
worldly woman, that's for sure.
From what I've heard, she's a lot like my dear mama. And mama always said, respect all women, son, because you never know which one is a witch.
A witch? You serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Wicked spellcasters and potion makers. She'll throw a curse at you if you don't behave, and then 7 years of bad luck for you.
And you believe in that stuff?
It's not a question of whether I believe or not, boys. Mama told me, and what Mama says is sacred.
Amen.
Amen indeed.
His voice is just so good. I love it. I wish I could speak like that.
Guess what? Filmar thinks he knows where your tail is.
Is that old Hawk still alive? He's hiding in the Hive, is he?
Doesn't have to hide. He seems to be getting some pretty good assignments there. He looks like he just hatched from an egg.
You're kidding me.
No, we're dead serious.
So what do you know about my tail? Oh, it's weird saying it out loud like that.
Mick has a secret headquarters somewhere in the Hive, but we don't know exactly where it is.
The Hive, huh? I'm not surprised. The damn monkey's been down there for a while, and I have an idea where he might be.
You know where the secret headquarters of the Golden Fang clan is, and you didn't tell us?
Why didn't you ask?
Oh, I'll skin you alive one day, Zip. I swear.
Did you hear they closed down that old textile factory?
Sure, kind of related to our case.
So, What do you think they built there, huh? Of course, it's a bloody meat factory. I mean, the M-E-A-T.
That meat substitute again. It's all over the news.
Not yet, but it soon will be. The stuff is spreading everywhere. Cheap and delicious. What more do you need?
It stinks.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I like the smell of it.
No, I mean, there's something stinky about it.
Your nose holes don't lie, old bird. That very place has become the Golden Fang's super secret headquarters.
A meat plant?
Funny, ain't it?
Amazing. If what you say is true, that's where your tail will be. And we'll bring it to you.
You'd break into a high-security gangster HQ just for me? I'm not gonna lie. I'm quite touched by what I'm hearing, boys.
No, Trash Panda. We got serious business there.
Oh.
But while we're there, we'll get your family heirloom.
Well, that's all my good mother left me.
What about your famous optimism and love of life?
Ah, shut up, Marty.
Uh-oh. I think I know what's maybe happening. Here's my guess. So, for those who haven't been around, MEAT, meat, is like a meat substitute, quote unquote, that they use in like the city. And it's because like these animal people are still like carnivores and stuff, and so instead of eating each other, which they could do, they have made this like meat substitute to feed everyone. I am going to guess right now that maybe what is happening, maybe this is just what they want us to believe, but if not, I think what might be happening is like, what if the meat substitute is actually made of insect people? And that's why some of the bodies have gone missing. Because if Mongrel Mick, if his secret headquarters is in the old meat, or sorry, it was a textile plant that then got turned into an MEAT factory. Maybe that means, I was about to say, Daz, it's a Soylent Green situation. It's people. I feel like we might get a Soylent Green like moment. For those who don't know, Soylent Green is an old movie. Maybe it was also a book, but I know it as from it being a classic movie. But yeah, I feel like we might get a Soylent Green situation. It would also make sense why. What's his name? Frank Castellini, half-armed Frank. He was investigating something that had to do with the textile plant, and then he's gone missing because now he has like a bounty on his head and stuff. It would be interesting if that's like he learned that, and that's what got him into trouble. And that seems like information that they would kill over. So, like fake meat, yeah, I'm 100% there with you on that. But they also seriously could be leading us on. That could be that's the tough part about some of these types of stories in games. I'll be thinking like, either that is like they're trying to lead us into believing that, and it's gonna be something else, or they've been hinting at that. And they have mentioned meat a few times, even earlier on in the game, and they also mentioned meat in the first game as well. But we've had a couple of conversations that have just like in passing brought up MEAT meat. So I am curious if, is that they just leading us on or what? Okay, so Zips Cafe. Let's go to the police department. I don't know if we'll find Bubo yet. I don't know where Bubo would be. Bubo the owl. Nobody else has anything for us? Except for Monica?
Good luck, guys. Whatever it is you're doing.
We do what we do best.
May the big wild ones protect us. Any news?
Nothing at the moment, but you'll be the first to know.
Deal.
Okay, question. Moses and Plato and the Queen.
Hey, Mon, what are sleuths number 3 and 4 doing here?
You mean Moses and Plato? Don't be so rude about them, Sonny. They're professionals, and they're pretty decent guys, too.
Okay. So what's the deal? What's this super secret assignment from Blood Boil?
Are we jealous?
Ah, don't make me laugh. I am, a little.
I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something really secret. I mean, it's not an official investigation.
Wait, I thought shit like that was our thing.
It is.
I really don't know what it's about, but if you want my advice, forget about it.
I'm afraid that's impossible, Mon.
You're only making it more tempting for us.
At least try to be discreet, okay? We've got enough problems without having to deal with your shenanigans.
Oh, we'll be quiet and discreet, as always.
Like the wind. Whoosh.
Yeah, more like a hurricane. May the big wild ones protect us.
Listen, Mon, we just came from the Hive, straight from the Queen, Miss Zenaida.
You're serious? Well, I sincerely admire you boys for making it out alive.
Actually, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, we did fill our pants a little.
Just a little.
My condolences.
You know something about her, Mon. We must have a file on her or something.
Zenaida is a truly mysterious woman. Truth is, we're not even sure that's her real name. And there's no mention of any family name, of course. Some believe that she is descended from an old noble family.
She did have some old paintings of classy bugs in her lair.
But others say it's all just theatrical powder, and that the Queen, on the contrary, has fought her way to the top out of poverty.
Like in a fairy tale.
Exactly. It's all fairy tales, and myths and legends, no facts.
Thanks, Mon. That helped.
You're welcome, Boss Bird. Just let me know if you need anything.
I will, sweetheart. What?
Nothing? Nothing, just some strange sparks bouncing all over the place.
Oh,
my
shut
gosh.
up, Marty.
Why did he crow like that? Okay, there's no one else here. What's the Zips Cafe? Is there... Okay, so let's go to the graveyard first, because I don't think we need to go there, but I just want to check if anything new.
Hey, Joe. We met the Queen.
Oh, good for you. And you still have feathers. That's a surprise. A surprise for sure.
We take that as a compliment.
Oh, you can take it as you like, for all I care. And did you get what you wanted, Sir Chickens?
We did, and even more.
Oh, all good things, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, welcome to the Hive, Cluckers. Every day here is full of lovely, sweet surprises. And misery.
Yeah, we can see that.
So, we're going.
You do that. It's not good for you here.
We still might come back, old bug.
Fine by me. Cremation or burial.
Oh, gravekeepers and their jokes. Frank's place.
Cluck, I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, me too.
What now?
We're going in. We're gonna find Frank alive and well.
Great plan. Can I bring Bertha? What? I swear I won't shoot you with it. Again?
Oh, thanks, partner. That's real nice of you.
At least not on purpose.
What?
What? Nothing.
Are you ready?
No, but who cares, right?
Right. Let's go.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Just
wait.
when you thought you were prepared for everything. Well, we weren't. It was dark. Then, as our eyes slowly adjusted to the lack of light, we saw him. Oh, damn it, Frank. What have you done to yourself? What have you got yourself into? And then I thought, if I don't get off this case, is that how I'm gonna end up too?
Is he dead?
Touch me with nectar and light me with fire. If it isn't the bloody chicken, please.
Hello, Frank. How are you feeling?
You know, Sonny, we insects breathe through little holes anyway. So I just got more air in my windpipes, right?
Stop talking, Frank.
Is this
We'll get you out
arm
of here
gone?
and you'll be fine.
Hell you will.
Oh, right.
You
Yeah, he's always been
were
missing an arm.
Beautiful optimist, Marty. You can see your way out of a ship that's both on fire and sinking, eh?
Well, actually, that really happened once.
Listen, Frank, who did this?
Not just who, Sonny. It's who and why.
Well, then who and why?
Oh, damn it, man. It hurts like hell.
I know, buddy. I know. But
Now listen. And keep your non-existent ears pointed. Chickens.
yes, Frank.
Oh, fuck.
Come on, Frank. What were you gonna say?
We are meat.
What's that, Frank?
Cluck, he's delirious.
No, you idiots. Don't you understand? Meat is us.
I understand, but
Nah, he's talking nonsense, Sonny.
Shit. The light. I see the fucking light. It's here.
Don't go there, Frank, please.
It's really bright.
Frank.
Fucking hell.
Frank.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's over.
I know.
Meat is us.
What the hell does that even mean?
I don't know, Marty, but we're gonna find out.
And if we
You're
end
right.
up like this...
Frank dug something up he shouldn't have. And he spat in somebody's face. Somebody who shouldn't be messed with.
I know that formula.
Yeah, me too.
So?
Let's take a good look around. Maybe we can figure out exactly what Frank was talking about. May the great wild ones rest his soul.
Or the big bright light, or whatever they call it. Anywho, farewell, buddy.
Come on, let's get to work.
We knew it. We figured it out. So I wonder, I mean, is meat? Hold on. Do we have a thing on meat? Meat. New meat substitute product that has been on the market for a few years and is becoming increasingly successful thanks to its low price and yet extremely high quality. However, the identity of the company's founder and owner is a mystery and the subject of constant speculation, as is the question of how a meat substitute can have such a good, almost unmistakable meat taste. I never actually picked up on that the first time we read through that. I wonder if the queen is correct, I wonder if, like, the king is behind, meat. And if so, what would that even mean? Like, if we, how would we go against the king, right?
Ah, feathers. What do we do with them now? Call the police?
Not yet.
Sonny, the rules, the big book.
You're kidding me, right?
Of course I'm kidding. I love breaking the rules.
Joking aside, we need to know more before we make this case official. You know our colleagues would just bag him, clean the place up, and be done with it. I mean, he was just a bug.
They wouldn't even open a file on him.
It's unlikely.
So? What now?
We know someone who can help.
Oh, no, you don't mean him, do you?
Yes, I do. Bubo.
Oh,
Well, the
Bubo.
old ex-coroner owes us a few favors.
Ugh, don't we owe him a few?
Well, it's basically the same thing.
Okay, so we're gonna cruise around with a clucking dead body?
No. We're bringing Bubo here. Once he's examined him, we'll give Frank a proper burial. Don't worry. But first, we have to finish what he started. And we gotta leave no trace that we were ever here.
Like ghosts.
Exactly.
Chicken ghosts. Or ghost chickens.
Are you finished?
Oh yeah, I'm finished. Clucking feathery.
You took the word right out of my beak, partner.
How long have we known?
I don't know, 10 years, something like
Oh,
that.
this is new.
I was just a chick back then. A greenhorn little snot next to you.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Fond memories.
Yeah, we had some.
Well, rest in peace, Frank. May the great light shine upon you. Although I don't know if you were religious or not, but...
I think Frank only believed in one thing. The truth.
Wow. That was... nice.
I can be nice.
Yeah, sure.
Chimkins, the white one, looked like he was ready for fisticuffs. Yeah, he gets into that pose a few times, but he also is kind of ready for fisticuffs.
Clucking feather.
You took
Okay, yeah, we were... okay. So, Frank is dead. A
Look,
letter.
There's something interesting here. A letter. Shall we read it?
Can't hurt Frank now, can it? And anyway, it's been opened already.
Perfect argument.
Now, let's see.
Inspect? Oh, wait, what? Oh, inspect. There we go. A letter we found on Frank's desk. It was written by a woman named Zelina. Secret clue. I can never thank you enough for what you did for me. Life in Averia is wonderful. Everyone here is so welcoming and friendly. I think I met a very nice boy too. I have never been so free as I have since I stepped out from under the shadow of my mother and the Hive. Forever in your debt and always your friend Zelina. So he helped someone leave the Hive. She went to another country. I think Averia, if I recall, I think that's supposed to be like a place where a lot of birds live or something. Or maybe I'm wrong. Interesting. Okay. Bye, Frank. Dang, Sonny, too soon. Is there anything else here? Oh, there is.
A good detective has to do that sometimes. But I doubt it's necessary now. Everything here is covered in it. Old newspaper articles, ancient files, obscure memos, and all sorts of crazy scribbles.
Okay. So nothing else.
Zelina.
That must be the Spider Queen's daughter.
So Frank helped her escape the Hive and Clawville.
Seems like it. Wait. For the Great Wild Ones, if the Queen finds out about this, she'll have us hanged.
Well, she can't hurt Frank now, but she can hurt us. Who knows how she'll react to this news?
This is the thing that she wants. She wants back. She was like, I need you to get something back for me. And we said, we'll find it, we'll bring it to you. And she says, no, you can't do that. But you can tell me where it is. It's her daughter. That's what it is. She wants her daughter to come back. And she wants to know where she went, Averia. Interesting.
We made her a promise. So, what do we do?
We have two options. We tell her the truth, or we lie to her. Simple as that.
I don't like either.
Welcome to the real world, buddy boy. All tough decisions, no reward.
Interesting. I don't know what I want to do, because I feel like we need her help. But it also feels, bad to, if her daughter escaped, maybe.
This is not a good sign.
No, it's not.
Had he gone mad? I mean, was someone or something driving him crazy?
He was completely consumed by what he was working on. And I'm afraid that's what led to his death.
Shit.
Chicken shit.
Riots in the Hive, the King, the MEAT, the fall of the Wessler Empire. This is an incoherent mess.
There must be a system to it. But unfortunately, only Frank would know it.
Do you really think we're in the middle of some big conspiracy?
It's too early to say, but we can't leave it at that. Frank was involved in something serious.
So what do we do? Are we gonna interrogate the King?
Maybe. Better not. I mean, not yet. But later.
Oh, Wild Ones. This is gonna be a joyride.
Okay, so is there nothing else here? There's the kitchen.
There's nothing here. Did Frank eat anything at all?
This case seems to have wiped everything else from his mind. I was like that once.
Once? You've been living like that since I've known you. Speaking of which, what do you eat?
What do I eat? Give me a break.
But seriously, I've known you for 20 years, and I don't know if I've ever seen you eat.
Well, I might be a vampire, Rooster.
An energy vampire, more like. Do you really think he had gone mad?
No, I don't think so. He was the most methodical detective I've ever known. Sure, he was a bit Looney Tunes, but he was thorough and measured.
But this place tells a different story.
He got himself into something he couldn't exactly handle.
Well, I hope he got close to the flame and didn't die in vain.
Maybe we can finish what he started.
Or we end up like him?
Or we end up like him.
Great.
There's nothing
All
else.
these scribbles and newspaper cuttings. I'm afraid it's going to be impossible to untangle without Frank.
Let's have a closer look. There's bound to be clues.
That's it, right? So if there was nothing else here, just him. Okay, so I guess we need to get Bubo here. Too much to his voice sounds familiar. The one on the right or the one on the left? The one on the right is Sunny. The one on the left was Marty McChicken. I feel like apparently Sunny, I think, has done this type of work before. Like, I think he may play some detectives, right? I think he's kind of famous for this type of character. I forget his name, though, but I remember the devs kind of made it a point that he was coming back and that, like, I think he's... yeah, so I think I wonder if he does... If he's famous for playing this type of role. But his character's name is Santino Sunny Featherland, if you end up looking it up. Oh, Bubo's Clinic. Let's go over there.
Good old Dr. Bubo. He used to be a coroner at the station, but he was fired a couple of years ago. Too many organs and chemicals disappeared while the old bird's secret lab just kept growing and growing. Since then, the place has become a kind of backstreet clinic, frequented by criminals and bent cops. I can't count how many times we've been stitched up by the old owl. Of course, we never asked for anesthetic. We were too scared of losing an organ or two when we woke up, if we woke up. So it's mostly pain that comes to mind when Bubo's name comes up. But the fact is that the owl was a fantastic pathologist in his day, so he may have some useful information.
And Shy Matherton, or maybe it's Shay Matherton, is Marty. Interesting. I'll have to look up what else they've been in.
Yeah, can anyone ever be ready for him?
Well, not really.
Well, let's get this over with.
Hey, Bubo, you old owl.
Ooh, I really didn't need you guys. Shot, cut, burn, or what? Spit it out quickly. I'm having a bad day.
It's nighttime, Bubo.
Day, night, day, who cares? It doesn't make any difference for me. So, what do you want?
What if we just wanted to say hello to an old friend?
Yeah, and I'm the featherless holy virgin swan.
Okay. There are a few things you might be able to help us with.
Have you been in a no-go zone again?
Something like that. There's this case that takes us to some pretty dark and strange places.
There's always a case with dark and strange places.
Have you heard of the distant light?
Woohoo! In the Hive. You're not messing around, are you? Okay. I'm interested in this one. Just a little.
So, can we ask you a few questions?
Since you're already here. But don't take too deep a sniff. I spilled some chemical, and the truth is, I don't even know what it was. If we're lucky, we'll just get a little stoned.
What a prospect. No coffee?
You don't want to drink the coffee I drink, Marty, my boy. Trust me.
Okay.
Suspicious.
Why is this framed? They usually frame artwork, don't they?
The word artwork means different things to different animals, Marty. I bet your house is full of pin-up posters.
You think I'm that simple?
I don't have to answer that, do I?
If you must know, I like sophisticated vintage paintings.
You do?
If you don't believe me, come see for yourself. Actually, how come you've never been to my place?
Because you've never gotten me properly drunk, sweetheart.
Well, that ship has probably sailed. Laura may never let me back home.
Come on, you two were made for each other.
Do you really think so?
A masochistic cougar goddess and a danger junkie rooster? You're kidding. It's a match made in heaven.
You're being sarcastic again.
And you're getting better at being a detective.
He was in Alan Wake 2. Oh, interesting. I want to play that game. So yeah, so maybe I'll get to hear him. Okay, so it's like a skeleton, like, I was wondering what the picture was. It's like a medical picture
Wait,
looks
don't
like.
touch it, Sonny.
What? I wasn't going to.
Who knows what kind of ancient, dark voodoo pathogens breed here?
Voodoo pathogens? You haven't been snorting Bubo's secret medicine again, have you?
No, never again. That night I'll never forget.
Neither will the poor orangutan. All legal stuff, right, Doc?
Of course, Sonny. You want my permission, perhaps?
You know what? Yes, please.
You're bluffing, and so am I. So we can end this conversation right here.
You old geezer.
You wrinkled old cock.
Ooh, can I play this too?
No. Bubo's operating room and weird laboratory. No reason to go in there yet, and I hope there won't be later. For all the illegal stuff in here, the old owl could get life in prison. But honestly, I don't think he'd even care.
Is there anything else before we talk to him? I don't think so.
So, ask your silly detective questions. Can't you see I have 100 things to do?
Well, no, not really.
Sonny always has some silly detective questions. He's really good at that.
And you could be better at shutting the cluck up.
Ooh, I miss this so much. I don't have all night chickens. Ask me your questions and get out of here.
Okay. No need to dissect us right away.
Ooh. Corpses are disappearing from the cemetery in the Hive, Bubo. Have you heard anything about this?
You're asking me of all people?
We know you were deep in the Clawville organ trade in the past. We're not here to judge.
Well, I am.
Those times are history, okay? I'm off the organs, or any other body parts. I've been clean for 7 years.
Okay. That's not why we're here. Have you heard anything about the disappearances?
Afraid not. But if I ever get any salesmen peddling insect organs knocking on my door, you'll be the first to know.
Thanks. You are a master of bones, old man.
Ooh, thank you very much. If you gotta break 'em or fix 'em, look for old Bubo.
What a slogan.
We have a friend who has a badly broken hand, a pianist from the Hive. Do you think you could fix it?
I can't tell you anything offhand, but get the guy, or at least his hand, and I'll see what I can do.
That's it? No, you have to do something for me in return?
Oh, you're right, Marty boy.
Marty.
So, since you're going to the Hive, speak to the Queen for me. I want an audience.
Why would you want to speak to the Queen?
That's my secret, okay? That's all I ask. Deal?
Deal. And the pianist will be sent here.
So be it.
The truth is, we're not here to chat.
What a stunning surprise.
Remember Frank? Frank Castellini?
The three-toothed walrus guy?
No, but almost.
Oh, yeah. I know. The one-eyed jaguar with that ridiculous squeaky voice.
What? No, don't be silly.
Then I don't know who. Tell me.
The horned beetle detective from the Hive.
Ah, you mean half-armed Frank. Why didn't you say so? What's with that poor bugger? He owes me $20.
Well, you're not getting that 20 back anytime soon.
I knew that son of a bum would run away.
He's dead.
Oh.
Oh, indeed. And we need you to examine him.
Here we go. I knew you'd drag me into some crazy suicide scenario. But no. The answer is no. I don't do bugs.
You don't do bugs? What are you, a buggish?
No, you clucking duck. But as much as it may not seem like it, I like to live. And I'd still like to be doing it in the future.
Come on, old bird.
Anyone who's been involved in insect issues since the Segregation Act won't last long. It's just the way it is. And your two pretty eyes ain't gonna change that, Martin.
So I have pretty eyes?
Look, buddy boy, I don't need this shit. But Frank was our friend. He was your friend too, or something.
Is that a yes?
No, that's a But fine. Okay, bring him here and I'll check him out.
What? Bring him here?
What did you think? That I was gonna dissect someone in a dark little hole in the hive?
Clock in hell. Okay.
Okay.
We'll get his body.
Fine. And hurry. But also make sure he's out of here without a trace.
We will, Bubo. And thanks. We owe you one.
Don't say that yet, Sonny. Something tells me it's gonna be a long, long night.
Well, I wasn't planning on going home anyway.
Your Lego order shipped? Ooh, the entire order? That's awesome. Also, I like that. Oh, he's dead.
There's this new meat substitute. It's called MEAT. Do you know anything about it?
A little too salty for my taste, but otherwise it's really good.
That's not what I mean. Something more scientific.
I don't know what it's made of, but it's not meat. And it still tastes deceptively like meat. Like chicken.
Chicken? How do you know what chicken tastes like?
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to, Marty boy.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever had it tested? I mean, under laboratory conditions.
Why would I do that? But if you get some, I might as well do it. For a price, of course.
That's what we're gonna do.
Gosh, we're gonna owe Bubo so much.
Good for you.
Something is different here.
Busy times, boys. I'm a little more scattered than I should be.
No, it's like something's missing.
His
You
wife.
mean Ursula?
That's it.
You feathered bastard.
Has the poor she-bear finally come to her senses and left you? Again?
Ooh, you know the situation very well, don't you, sonny boy?
And me. We're kind of like Bachelors Anonymous now.
She's gone again, but this time for good. You just feel it when they leave in such a way that they never come back.
Shit, I was just trying to be funny. I'm sorry, old bird.
I don't need your pity. Since then, I'm a free bird. And I can work as much as I want.
Good for us.
Good for you.
But, well, I don't know. Take care of yourself, okay?
Cut the crap, Sonny, or I'll puke.
Yep, there's the Bubo everyone knows and loves.
Love it. Okay. New goal. So, okay. We have quite a lot to do now. Should I run ads now? Probably. Because yeah, we're probably about to get into a bunch of different conversations. So I'll go ahead and run it now. So we'll take a break here. Stand up, stretch, do your thing, get a snack, grab some water, or whatever. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. And we'll go probably for another like 30, 40 minutes, something like that. So, yeah, do your thing, and we'll be back here very shortly. BRB.
Take this pause to rejuvenate. Stand, stretch, hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments. Why is that Garfield so muscular?
Okay, there we go. My button wasn't working. Welcome back, everybody. I was like, switch to scene. Why is it not switching to scene? Welcome back. Hope you had a nice little break. Oh, nice. You went back and clipped it. Thank you. You're trying to get on that clip leaderboard whenever they add that up. Though I guess it would be reset anyway in a few days, but who knows when they're adding that? We'll see. And I don't know if they're doing like a rollout or if it's going to be just like site-wide. Now there's like a clips thing. For those that weren't here earlier, we were talking about Twitch is adding a new like leaderboard item, like you know how like above chat it has top gifters for the month and top bits people for the month. There's going to be a top clippers of, well, I guess it's whatever time frame it is. So we have it set to a month right now, but if it's like, if you have it by week or by month or total time or whatever, it will it'll now appear over there for people who have clipped something, I guess, within that month or time frame. So anyway, that's what I was referring to. All right, let's go back to the Hive. Let's talk to the bird first. Douglas. Hello, Douglas.
Hey, Dougie boy.
Nah?
Dougie boy.
Who are you buddies?
The two rooster cops you cried your heart out to?
Oh, yeah. I remember something. What do you want?
We spoke to a friend. His name is Dr. Reginald B. Bubo, and he was once a famous coroner. Maybe he can help you with your arm.
Once famous? Why not now? Did he do something wrong?
You were once a famous pianist, weren't you? Don't get hung up on the details.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Go ahead.
So you can go to him. He might be able to help you. Actually, it's him or no one. You got one shot.
Do you always make everything sound so glamorous?
Well, let's not get into that.
So have a nice trip downtown. Let's hope he pulls it off. I mean, keeps it on.
Yeah, me too.
Well, so long.
But hold on, guys. I thank you.
Yeah.
What my dear colleague Sonny means to say is you're welcome and it's our pleasure. Right, Sonny?
Yeah, sort of.
See? It wasn't that hard.
Down to the hole we go.
Now, Okay. We don't have anything yet to tell her about her daughter or whatever, so...
We have a friend, a doctor. He'll help us with the pianist, but in return, he wants to meet you.
Really? Why would he want to meet us? What kind of doctor is he?
He used to be a decent one, a real talent, then a police coroner, then a convict. And now he's got a backstreet practice in the heart of Clawville.
And he has a way with bones.
That sounds most intriguing. The Great Web doesn't know about him yet, which frankly surprises us. But yes, we'll allow him to see us. You can tell him he's free to enter the Hive. He won't be harmed.
Will do. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
I've got what I wanted.
Okay. Also, everything shipped, but the Batmobile waiting for stock. Oh, the Batmobile will be dope, I bet. That's going to be a cool Lego set. Hold on. Let's go back to Bubo real fast. Also, the guy's not here yet.
I don't have all-night chickens.
Okay, no.
Okay, so we can't tell him that yet. All right, that's fine. So then we need to go, I guess, back to Frank's place and try to get his body?
Let's go.
Feathers. Frank's gone.
Someone else got
What?
to him first.
What do you mean someone else? Who the cluck needs a dead bug?
The same clucker who digs up the bodies in the graveyard.
Oh, yeah, you've got a point.
We need to take a good look around. The culprits must have left some kind of clue.
How the hell can you be so calm?
Rest assured, Marty, I'm not.
Whoever did this, I'm gonna finish him off. This is now personal.
Good, make it personal. That's always the best way.
I think the big book says the exact opposite.
You see, son, that's why I don't read.
Boy, Frank, no!
Damn, Frank.
Look, there's something in there.
What do you see?
Oh. Zoom and enhance?
There's nothing else here.
Wait. Oh, we already... Oh, golden fang. A golden fang, the symbol of the golden fang clan. There we go. Evidence and souvenir in one. Can this be yours, Mick? Mongrel Mick. Of course don't. I know. Why didn't we think that would happen? Why didn't we realize that?
It's a tooth, Marty. Or a fang, to be more precise.
Made of gold. It doesn't get much more on the nose than that, does it?
Just confirms our suspicions.
The Golden Fang clan collects dead bugs?
And murder is probably also on their agenda.
But why did they leave it here? Is it some kind of message?
Or Frank knocked it out before he was killed.
I don't get this, Boss Bird.
Well, I have a hunch. But it's getting late. Let's figure this out in my office.
You mean in that dark little hole you call home?
If I remember correctly, you don't have any place better at the moment.
You're right. I'll zip it.
Good. Let's make like chickens and get the cluck out of here.
Oh, we finally have Mick on the character list. There's one more person. Okay. Where's my home? There we go.
Ah, the smell of dust and broken dreams. But what's with all these boxes?
I'm leaving soon, Marty. For good. Soon as we get this case out of the way.
Ah, yes. You're around the wilderness trip, right? But really, you'll just leave everything and never come back? I mean, you're friends?
Friends?
Yeah, friends. Like me. Or Monica, or...
There's nothing to tie me here, Marty. Since Molly left.
Molly.
What?
Always Molly. How many years has it been? Do you even remember?
Yeah, I remember. Every single miserable day.
Jeez, old bird, can you even hear yourself? Shouldn't you be...
What, Marty?
Moving on. Get on with your life. If you don't have someone to stay for, go and get someone worth staying for.
Oh, yeah, sure, because it's that simple.
Yes, it's exactly that simple. It would be, if you wanted to.
Marty, please, don't cluck about things you don't understand.
You're right. I'm not in your shoes. That's fair. But to leave everything and just go off into the wilds? Sure, it sounds romantic, but do you even know where you're going?
I have no clucking idea, and I don't care.
But I do.
Look, let's just finish this, okay? That's all I ask.
Yeah, okay.
Anything new? Don't think so. I guess we haven't been here, so why would there be?
Listen, Sonny, about what the Queen said.
What do you mean?
That it all started with us? This downfall? Because we caused the Wessler Empire to collapse? I've never thought about it like that before.
I have, countless times.
And? What's your conclusion?
I've been over this a million times in my head, Marty. And you know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe we did cause all this. But if I had to do it over again, well, I'd do it over again.
Why?
Because it was the right thing to do. And because it was our job.
Maybe you're right. But still...
You don't know what would have happened if we hadn't done it. Maybe everything would have been better. Maybe a lot worse. So what's the point of dwelling on it?
Huh. Usually you're the gloomy, depressed, pissed off, grumpy type. And yet now, you're comforting me.
Well, maybe I can change.
Ah, chicken shit. You're Sonny. You'll always be Sonny.
Don't go weird on me, Marty, okay?
Understood.
So, let's get our act together and see what we've got.
A mysterious woman, missing bodies, the Golden Fang clan, the Spider Queen, and Frank. All in one night. This could be a new record.
Concentrate, Marty. We need to piece together a logical chain of events from this whole mess.
Yeah, let's investigate the cluck out of this shit.
Is that your new slogan?
Yeah.
Work on it.
Event timeline. Piece together the chain of events by combining the right events with the right animals. Cycle through the events to select the one that fits best into the panel. Each event can only be used once. Each panel will require you to select 1 or 2 animals. The same animal cannot be present on multiple panels. You can track your progress at the bottom of the screen. Completed panels are highlighted in yellow. This lady contacted me about her missing husband. There she is. Something is wrong at the cemetery. They dug up the dead. Oh, that's the king. I assume I need to put... Okay. He got into trouble with the wrong gang. Ended up dead. Wait. The Golden Fang clan? No. Do I need... Hold on. Oh, and in the end, he... ended up dead. I see. Okay. So this should be the Golden Fang clan. I see. Done. Frank, no.
This Milo guy was working in the textile factory, which suddenly closed down.
So he started to work for Frank, our old pal.
But the job wasn't long-lived. Neither was he, and even his body disappeared.
Along with several other bodies, so his wife came to you.
Who didn't paint a pretty picture of the Hive.
And then we found a clue in the cemetery that drew us to the distant light.
Where we learned a lot from the Spider Queen. For example, that the Golden Fang rules the Hive and is keeping them in its thrall.
And that our old friend Frank was neck-deep in it.
Sadly, Frank won't be providing us with information.
Unless it's from beyond the grave.
And then his body disappeared.
Which we have to find.
And we know where to look. But we're gonna need some heavy artillery for the job.
And we can't pursue this case officially.
So we have to keep it a secret.
Quite a prospect. The chicken police are back in action.
Shut up, Marty.
Okay. Phone numbers? Oh, we already have that. Okay. 555932. Can we call?
Let's see.
5.
Hey, you old carrot chewer.
Hello, Sonny,
Lewis!
my dear friend. It's been a long time since I heard your voice. How can I help you tonight?
Sorry to call you at this hour, but could you get Marty a room? Just for tonight.
Well, I was just leaving, but sure. Will manage.
Thanks, Lewis. Wait, where are you going at this hour? Isn't it almost morning?
Oh, it's just a little business, Sonny. Don't worry about it. I'm opening the apartment for Marty.
Thanks again, buddy boy.
Also wonder what happened to his eye. He's like missing an eye
A picture was
now.
beginning to form. Not clear, Not a masterpiece, but I could pick out details already. Worrying details. A queen of a hidden world. A king of a dying world. Graves dug up. Bodies missing. A golden fang. And a dead friend. Quite a night. Marty's here, and he's confident as ever. But I can see the skin on the corner of his beak twitching a little. He's holding on tight as he rides along with me on yet another crazy, dangerous, and overly mysterious case. But he should be at home to save his crumbling marriage. I should be somewhere else too, on that round-the-world trip I've been planning for so long. But yeah, this is me. This is us. Chicken police till the end. Well, that end may be close.
What is it, Sonny? What's worrying you?
I was just thinking that maybe this is the very case that really is gonna end the chicken police.
Eesh. It must be depressing being Sonny Featherland 24 hours a day.
It is, Marty. It really is.
Chapter 1 complete. Of Kings and Showgirls.
We had to keep secret all day what we were really working on. The boss wouldn't approve the case of a dead insect, not to mention the lost bodies. So, with a few packs of cigarettes and a couple of pots of coffee, we waited out the end of the shift to finally go into the Hive again. Because we never learn. The shift is over, Marty. Can we get to the real work?
Thanks to the wild ones. This day almost killed me.
Don't tell me.
Even the paperwork was scarce. Don't animals want to eat each other anymore?
See? Everything used to be better.
Meanwhile, in homicide, life goes on. Everybody's just shooting and beating each other to death. What are we coming to?
I hear you, young fella. What? Why are you looking like that?
Don't look behind you.
Oh, no. Don't tell me it's...
Santino Featherland and
Hard
Martin
boiled.
McChicken.
Ah, feathers. I knew it.
I'm sure he just wants to say goodnight.
Santino!
Gulp. He's not, Maybe he is the last person.
A dog that barks doesn't bite, huh? What chicken shit.
Hey, boss. How nice to see you. Is that a new coat?
Yeah, it looks good on you. But we were just leaving.
Ah, not so fast, chickens.
Yeah, I knew this was coming. Such a classic.
I see you're still full of life. How about a little overtime?
I don't know, boss. My back's a little stiff.
Yeah, it's been a busy day.
All that paperwork.
And target practice.
And paperwork.
We said that already.
Yeah, but today was twice as much, so...
Enough.
Yep.
Someone's waiting for you in your office. You might pop in there once in a while for a change.
But who? At this hour? Is nothing sacred anymore?
I don't mean to be disrespectful, boss, but whatever it is, if it's not an urgent predatory case, then...
Featherland, do I need to remind you that you're only still here because I graciously allow it?
No, sir.
I beg your pardon.
No, sir. I am aware of that.
You should have retired 1,000 years ago, to everyone's delight. But you're still here, on your own volition, so you dance like I whistle, you understand? Or you can go straight to the old hen house.
Yes, sir.
To your office, then. I'll be waiting for you there. I'll give you 2 minutes.
Yes, boss. Got it, boss. Did I already tell you how nice your coat is?
Shut the cluck up, McChicken.
Yes, sir. Who the clucking cluck could it be?
Whoever it is, they can go cluck themselves for all I care. We don't have time for this. We have to find Frank.
The old bone tourer's gonna crunch you like a little late-night snack.
You're right. It's better to do what he asks, whatever it is. Just get it over with.
Anyway, why aren't we private eyes? Then we wouldn't have this kind of problem.
Because private eyes are underpaid.
Us too.
Well, they don't have insurance.
Do we?
No one respects them.
Us neither.
And they're generally just pathetic, Marty.
So are we.
Good point. So why aren't we private snoops?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, let's go and see what's waiting for us in the office.
Boy. So yeah, last character? We've met everybody? Apparently there are 5 chapters. I looked it up. I was curious. Also, I didn't know we had an office, to be honest.
Let's go.
Since when did we have an office? Who's this? Maybe there are more people. Maybe it just doesn't show you.
What can I say? Home away from home. The familiar smell of 1,000-year-old files. An unopenable window. An unlockable door. Familiar scratches on ancient wooden chairs. The mark of a fallen cigarette butt, forever burned into the desk. The haunting memory of 1,000 empty bottles. If I die tonight, bury me here, under the cold, dead cases. But first, let's talk to this clown.
This gentleman here is...
Cassidy Lupus, the Silent Wolf.
The who?
I see my reputation precedes me again.
Annoying figure.
Exactly as my white-feathered friend said. I'm Cassidy Lupus, actor, artist, and idol to some.
Wow. Cassidy Lupus is speaking to us.
Well, that's just fantastic.
Mr. Lupus has a problem and asked for our help. We don't usually get involved in such personal matters. Mr. Lupus is a well-beloved movie star and close friend of our great king.
Just what we needed.
Excuse me, Detective Featherland?
I said we're honored.
You know, they say wonderful things about you boys. Epic adventures, bloody affairs, crime gang shootings, arson.
Just an average Monday morning.
Oh, sadly, my Monday mornings are not exactly cloudless these days either. And especially not average.
Oh my, are you out of caviar, perhaps?
Oh, please, don't be so base. I understand I'm from a different circle. I'm not as tanned and wild as you, but I'm coming to you for help.
Don't listen to him, Mr. Lupus. He's always like that. But otherwise, he's a great detective, I can assure you. So, what can we do for you?
Well, it's a complex and delicate matter, but I've been threatened. I need your protection.
Protection? Excuse me, but we're detectives. We're not here to prevent trouble. We're here to find the cause, if it's already happened.
Oh, there's plenty of detective work in this case, believe me.
I'm afraid I don't follow. But okay, fine. How about if I ask you some pointed questions first?
Like an interrogation? Like in a movie? That's fantastic. You know, I've never played a detective or a murderer before.
Let's hope you don't have to do it this time either. Shall we begin?
Just do what you do best, boys.
I can't remember in Last Train to Clawville. Okay, so there are more people. They just don't have the question marks for them for some reason. Maybe it's if a character is mentioned but we haven't met them. Maybe that's what it is. In Last Train to Clawville, the demo we played, there was like an actor and an actress waiting for the train to arrive. And I can't remember if Cassidy Lupus was the guy. Because I'm trying to think, I feel like the actress was a bunny. And I feel like the actor was a wolf, but I'm struggling to remember. Anyway, it makes sense if they're like, you know, that's... I don't know. It makes sense.
I have a feeling that we're once again getting involved in something we should have nothing to do with.
Don't hesitate, gentlemen. Feel free to ask anything.
Okay, let's see.
I can't believe we're questioning the great Cassidy Lupus.
Yes, right. Me neither.
Feathery heavens, please make this quick.
Don't keep me waiting. Let's get started.
Yes. All right. The actors. So here's the famous Cassidy Lupus, movie star. Arrogant, self-righteous, anxious type. He's visibly nervous, though he clumsily tries to hide it. He's not that good an actor. Playing on his vanity might be a good direction. I don't think the bad cop routine would work for him. But then again, I might just have to squeeze him to succeed. I'm not in the mood to patronize him, but if I have to, I'm sure I can get more out of him than he's willing to say with a little charm and finesse. So, tell us in your own words what happened and why you feel you need protection.
Well, I've been getting menacing messages from someone for a while.
What kind of messages?
That's the weirdest part. We actors get involved in this kind of thing all the time, but it's always about money or some kind of personal item.
Yes, go on.
I once had a crazy fan come at me with a knife because I refused to ask her out. Can you imagine?
Hardly. But please, let's stick to the point. So this is somebody... What did they ask you to do?
That's the strangest thing. It was essentially a business proposition.
What kind of business proposition?
Oh, it's just ridiculous, but they want me to be some kind of publicity face. Me, the great Cassidy Lupus on some ridiculous billboard. No barking way.
Love that each animal has their own, like, version of that. Why would you be averse to being in a commercial? I don't get it, but it would really suit you. How about a dog food commercial, for example? I understand you're just too sensitive for simple commercials? Huh. I'm gonna say the last one. I feel like that's a compliment in this way. You're too sensitive for simple commercials. Like, you would need to be on something more.
I understand. You're just too sensitive for simple commercials.
I didn't know you had such a bright mind. Yes, you're right. A great artist doesn't sell himself for peanuts.
So you're holding out for a premium price. The big money, right?
There is no such money, Mr. Featherworld.
Land, Featherland. But please, tell me why you think they're making you an offer in threatening messages. Isn't that a little, unusual?
A little? It's bizarrely unusual. So much so that I thought for sure it was just some childish prank. But the messages, well, there was something really sinister in them. And what they're trying to blackmail me with, if only you knew.
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
Who do you think might want to blackmail you? Who are your enemies? A jealous colleague? Perhaps jealousy can make animals do crazy things.
Who do you think might want to blackmail you? Who are your enemies?
But everybody loves me.
An ex-lover?
I don't think so.
Maybe a rival star? Have you pushed anyone out of a role lately?
They write roles for me, detective. I don't go to auditions.
Lucky boy. You don't have a single idea?
If I did, would we be talking now?
I wasn't planning on talking to you anyway.
Well, pull yourself together and get in the mood, because this is serious.
I am serious. Let's just
I don't
get
think
on
this is
with
the right
this.
answer. Ooh, yeah, that was bad.
What exactly is in these messages? And how did they reach you in the first place?
We had just finished shooting my latest picture when my stunt double, Percy, handed me a letter. He said they thought he was Lupus, and someone, a dark figure in a dark suit, had pushed it into his hand and run away. He swore he hadn't read it, but he was pale as the moon.
So this someone simply confused you two?
Percy looks exactly like me. That's why he's my double, silly. But to tell you the truth, his profile is a little less chiseled, and his stance could do with some work.
Do you think someone who knows you well can tell the difference?
Not from afar, but if that someone knew me really intimately, They should have seen he wasn't the real me.
Didn't you ever think that your double was just making it all up? And he's the one behind it?
Percy? Oh, no, that's impossible. He idolizes me.
I wouldn't dismiss the possibility, though.
As you wish. But I assure you that Percy is a man of impeccable character. You should have seen how frightened he was.
And you? Are you a man without blemish?
No, I wouldn't say that.
So, what was in that first message?
That I'd find a contract on my desk that I'd sign if I wanted to do right by myself. Written in red, but not in blood, before you ask. However, the tone was very rude and threatening. Then, when I got back to my office, there was indeed the contract, but to be honest, I could only laugh at the contents.
What did it say?
An exclusive contract with some advertising agency I'd never heard of. Some kind of snake, something. A new product line was to be advertised mainly on billboards.
This VA is good too. Yeah, it's very, very well done. I really like his voice.
Snake something? You don't remember?
I only remember the important things.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you still have that contract somewhere?
What do you think? I giggled and tore it to pieces.
Well, that clue is gone. What kind of product were you supposed to be promoting? Do you at least remember that?
There wasn't any. Can you imagine? How can I accept an offer if I don't know what it's about?
Yes, that's really strange.
They said I'd get the details later and tried to assure me it was worthy of my reputation. That's how I knew they had no idea what I'm really worth.
You're used to starring in historical epics of a grand scale, am I right? You star in these romantic flops. Let's do with the historical epics.
Starring in historical epics of a grand scale, am I right?
Well, so you have an eye for it after all. A pleasant surprise.
A simple cop like me can't like art.
It's not that usual.
So what were you working on? Some historical drama, maybe?
Our last film was El Wolf, a real historical epic, yes. I was on the set when I got the first message. It was quite a long and turbulent shoot.
Turbulent? What do you mean?
You know, when two oceans meet, it becomes a flood.
That's not exactly how it works, but let's not get hung up on the details.
You know what I mean. Two giants, two legends, an actor and a director, each with his own vision.
I see, so it didn't work out with your director.
Nobody gets along with that animal, if I can be honest.
You must be honest. That is actually the point.
But of course. So no, I didn't get along with him, and neither did anyone else. Charles Rufus Vidor is an insufferable, arrogant, violent, and ungrateful bastard. But the film was ultimately finished with great difficulty, and there's no question that it will become an everlasting classic.
Is that so? You're a confident fella, aren't you?
Modesty is the refuge of the untalented.
Oh, gee, I better write that down. Thank you.
Goodness. Okay, let's get to the point. How are they blackmailing you? So what are they trying to corner you with? What, with a lie, maybe? What kind of dirt did they manage to dig up? I guess there was a lot to choose from. Not that one. Let's go with the first one.
Let's get to the point. How are they blackmailing you?
That's not important.
How could it not be?
I mean, yes, I understand that you want to know, but believe me, that's not the point.
I still want to know. Leave the investigation to me. Answer the questions.
Cats.
Cats? You mean pussycats?
Cats. There's no other way of saying it. Cats are my weakness. Feline fever. But I'll get over it, I swear.
What do you mean, your weakness?
Isn't it obvious? They drive me mad. They drive me crazy. My tail gets hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy on the details. I get it. You're being blackmailed about cats.
Kind of. Sort of. Almost.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You have to trust me if you want me to help you. You have to
trust me if you want me to help you. Is that really all there is to it? Your affection for cats?
Why is that so unbelievable?
Because it'll be in the tabloids. They'll gossip about it for 2 days, and then everybody goes about their business. You don't think this could ruin your career, do you?
You have no idea how spotless I am in the public eye, Mr. Featherline.
Featherland. And yes, I believe your image is impeccable, but a slip-up like this is easily forgiven.
You know, in the movies, they used to powder my fur even lighter. You know why?
Something about the lights? I don't know anything about movies.
Because it makes me look even cleaner. You know what I mean?
I get it. But you must understand that even if you're gonna stand here in front of me like a movie god, I need to hear the truth.
Well, you're quite the character.
So I've been told.
Okay, so there is a certain cat, a woman, and they have a photo of us. They're blackmailing us with it. That's what it's about.
Are you married?
Just a few months, yes.
Ah, now I understand everything. You see? It's that easy.
You have to understand, if that picture gets out...
Oh, now that we've got that out of the way, are you finally willing to speak frankly?
Ask away. What difference does it make?
I don't know if we'll... Because we messed that one question, I wonder if we'll actually get
I'm
into the
sorry, but I have to ask. Who is the lucky cat lady who's put your privacy and reputation at jeopardy?
You know, it's almost humorous, but you know her.
Really?
Natasha?
I wasn't expecting that.
Meredith H.
Oh.
Marble.
What? Huh, cluck me.
Oh.
You mean the writer? The creator of the Chicken Police book series?
None other. A real predator, am I right?
Oh, yeah. Our lives have been taken and torn apart by her, that's for sure. But I see, in some ways, yours has too.
You need to understand, that woman is a nobody. I mean, no disrespect, but she means nothing to me. It's just, you know, she's a cat. And sometimes that's enough for me.
Then why did you marry a rabbit?
Because Faye is the love of my life, that's why. This cat thing is, you know, physical and nothing else. But it's incredibly strong.
Okay, big fella, calm down.
It must be the... He must be
why
from
do you think they're trying
the
to kill
train
you?
game.
Isn't it enough that they leak the picture and you're done?
Maybe it would be enough, but I didn't let it go. You may think I'm a big fraud, a rip-off, but Cassidy Lupus is not to be intimidated. I made it clear to them that I wouldn't give in, not even if they leaked the picture.
Oh, maybe you do have some nerve. I'm genuinely surprised.
Thank you.
Or maybe you're just too stupid to realize how serious this is.
Ouch.
So then they threatened you.
Mortally. The last letter was just a poster folded up. It's a poster from an old movie I did.
And you took that as a threat.
It's called The Last Howl. The last part of a series in which the protagonist I play dies.
That's a little on the nose.
Right. I knew right away I had to get help. That's why I came to you. What's the matter, Detective?
Clucking damn. We can't seem to come to a conclusion.
But please don't give up, Detective. My life is at stake.
All right, let's start over. Oh, clucky
So-
furry hell.
So do I have to do it? Oh, I have to do it again. Okay, so hold on.
So, tell us in your own...
I too
understand.
sensitive.
Is there anyone
Jealousy?
who would want to harm you? A jealous colleague, perhaps? Jealousy can...
I've got a lot of people jealous, that's for sure. But I don't think anyone...
You think too highly of animals. You know, behind their friendly smile...
I've starred in dozens of dramas and lived among actors all my life. I know all about lying. But I don't know anyone who wants me done for.
You mean who wants your death?
I didn't say that. But whoever's behind this wants Cassidy Lupus to be framed.
Okay, I get it. Thank you.
Do your job.
What exactly is in these messages?
Oh, I should have double checked that that was
And
the
how
right
did
one.
they
I think it
reach
was.
you?
We had just finished shooting my...
So this...
Percy looks...
You're
Historical
used
epics?
to starring in...
Okay, there we go. And was this right?
So let's get to the point.
It was. Okay. You have to trust
me. I'm sorry, but I have to. So that's it? There's no more?
I think I told you everything, yes.
Quite a story. but I'm glad you finally managed to open up.
You know, Mr. Feather something?
Yes, that's right, Feather something.
Maybe you are as good a detective as they say.
Then maybe I thank you. You see?
So
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, S1 neutral. Okay, well, that's fine. That deserves 2 stars for doing it. Doing this, that seems like a big jump down. It's interesting that you could also go like, so I guess if you go bad cop, you can also do well. Rob, quick hello in between games. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello.
So, let me get this straight. You have a secret affair that you've been blackmailed with. But because you didn't give in, you feel you have a death threat. And it'll be fulfilled soon.
Exactly as you say, dear detective. Oh, no wonder they say some good things about you.
What do you mean some? Are they saying bad things too?
Oh, well, you know, that's not what I meant.
I don't think we should go into that, Sonny. What you don't know won't hurt you, right?
Don't stick your beak in, Marty.
Everybody's the subject of silly gossip, aren't they? Your partner's right. It's better to let it go.
Fuzzy heavens. Right. So, there's this premiere, am I right?
Yes, the premiere of El Wolf at the magnificent Ivory Palace. Have you heard of it?
For all things feathered, of course. We're not even allowed in there. That place is the most exclusive movie theater in town.
Come on, you'll be my guests. Of course they'll let you in, silly.
Sonny, we have to do it.
What? Why should we?
Because this good man is in danger.
Ah, you just want to go to a fancy party with movie stars, don't you?
No.
Marty.
Well?
I think we'll take the case, dear Mr. Lupus.
Ah, splendid.
If you'll excuse me for a moment, I'll discuss this with my partner.
No, just go ahead.
What the cluck are you doing?
I'm enthusiastic.
Don't be enthusiastic. The whole thing is dog shit.
But, Sonny, he's in danger.
Really?
Well, whether he is or not, do you think we have a choice? Blood Boil's gonna kill us and use our bones as toothpicks. Besides, when was the last time you went to a movie premiere?
Me? Never. And that's not an accident.
You just take a deep breath and you hang in there, old bird.
What's gonna happen to Frank?
Well, it's sad to say, but I think he can wait.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Hearing this is like sweet oil to my feathers.
Okay, we'll help you.
Now you're talking. I knew I could count on you. You won't regret it. I'll pay you handsomely for your services. Speaking of which, how much were you thinking?
Well, if we add it all up, the trip, the time, and, of course, the costs. I mean, that won't be necessary. I guess we'll be doing this in our police capacity and out of the goodness of our hearts.
How nicely summed up, Santino.
Yeah.
So, see you at the party?
Very well, detectives. Can't wait.
Don't get yourself killed, okay?
Well, your sense of humor, it's one of a kind.
Oh boy. Okay, interesting. I bet what's gonna happen is, so I have a feeling we're gonna investigate this case and there's going to be something that ties it into the other one. Stretch. I wonder if it's like a big enough movie premiere, I wonder if like that's something the king would attend. I wonder if we would like see any royalty there or something. I think we'll just go ahead and stop here. But we will continue this next time. So yeah, we'll just kind of leave it on the screen. But friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Very much appreciate all of you. This is a very good session. Val, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? We learned a lot. The mystery got to proceed. Very fun. I am kind of curious to see where it leads. I saw there's 5 chapters. We're on chapter 2, so we still have quite a ways to go. Though I wonder if like the last chapter is like just a ending or. But let me give a few thank yous, and then we'll head out for today. Emmers, thank you so much for the resub for 49 months. Gilmore for 52 months at tier 3. Thank you again so much for being a tier 3 subscriber. Daz for the 100 bits. You guys starting a hype train. Sassy for gifting a sub to Hannah Na. Very much appreciate it. Appreciate it. And Runner, thank you so much for the raid earlier. Thank you for bringing your people here. Always great to have you guys. So thank you for hanging out and lounging with us. But that is going to be it for us today. Doing well, just caught the end, but hi, so good to see you. I hope you've been well. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, that's gonna be it for us today. And yeah, we'll see. I might stream a bonus stream tomorrow, but we'll see. I don't actually know yet. No promises. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I am starving. I'm gonna be eating here soon. But I hope you guys have a good one. And I will talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.